What's going on, everybody? Cowbell here. Sorry, we're still just finishing a couple of quick setup things, but how's everybody doing out there? Should play with all the Discord streamers for CSGO. Is there a group of Discord streamers, or you mean everybody in the channel's Discord, Freddy? Oh, sorry to hear that, Sarah, about the mouth. I do hope that turns around soon, though, because I don't know what that could be, really. Meg, what's going on? Good to see you again. Looks like we got just about everything set up. Just about good. Alright. Yams, how's it going? Alright. Think we're pretty much good here. So we'll flip on over. I know this is not normally the time that we're doing streaming, but figured with the weekend we finally have a free weekend, so I wanted to get in a couple of quick hours for you guys, see how everybody's doing, touch base, and I figured might as well go back over to LOTRO. There was some deed hunting I was looking to do anyways, so thought I'd bring you guys along for that ride. Glad to hear that, Meg. Glad you're doing well. Yeah, this is weird. I don't even need the overhead light on. Natural light is actually enough to fill this room. It's so weird. How am I feeling? I'm doing pretty well. Doing well. Thanks for asking, Sarah. Oh, my Discord server. I got you, Freddy. I could look into that. I've never played CSGO, though. It's a bit of a foreign object to me. I don't know. I usually don't go too much for shooters. I mean, I have played Overwatch. I've streamed that a little bit. I have played Battleborn. Outside of that, I mean, shooters that I played recently, I've done some Metal Gear Solid 5. I haven't streamed it, though. That's probably about it, though. Time zone. Yeah. I know it's pretty dark out there for you probably by now, but at least it's not, 4 in the morning when I'm streaming for you this time. Also, what's going on, LOTRO? Are you gonna load, or are you gonna flash that ring at me? What you doing? What you doing over there? Switch to YouTube. I got you, Meg. I've been trying to work on affiliate for Twitch lately, so that's something that has been a bit of a challenge, I know, recently, but we'll see what happens with it. I try to keep it going on both channels anyway, on YouTube and Twitch, because I know that people don't always have accounts on both, so good to have you guys no matter where you are. Probably the same time zone. For me, it's just about 3 o'clock we're coming up on. See, this is more realistic. Okay. I mean, I could check it out. Connection to the server's been lost. Uh-oh. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe we aren't playing LOTRO. Maybe the servers are going to tell me that we're not doing that. Is there some sort of... Well, there can't be any maintenance, because otherwise I wouldn't have even gotten to the channel select screen, so that's weird. Sitting at the table, eating soup with the family. I haven't had soup in a long time. I did have hot chocolate today, though. I had a giant mug of hot chocolate. It was delicious. It was probably about that wide across. It's really good. Eat. Makes me concerned. Dad thinks this may be mumps. I hope it's not mumps. I wouldn't even know how to identify that, honestly, though. So, for the future, drink so much water. I do drink a lot of water. That's pretty much normal for me. I'd be like, yeah, well, I mean, are you just familiar with me then, or... Because this glass is going to be empty fairly quickly, I'm sure. Ah, that's a lot better. All right. Oh, that's right. I'm in the wrong spot. I moved me for something else. but chat is usually not really worth even watching. So I'm just gonna move me for a second. Webcam, do your thing. Drag me down and do a little dance, and ta-da. Yeah, that's a little bit better. There's nothing really on there that it's mostly trade chat or spam, people trying to sell currency, you know, like the gold farmers and stuff. But yeah, I'm with Yams. I do hope that you feel better soon, Sarah. Let's see. So we freed up a little bit of space last time I played, but we're actually making some decent money by just logging in for the daily gift, the daily Hobbit present recently, which is kind of handy because then I don't really have to worry about things like being able to afford rent and stuff, because I pretty much just need to log in and eventually get even that one, the low tier, the copper, because it scales based on your level. So that's worth 500 silver, and for me, with probably the most you're gonna pay, not reputation, the most you're gonna pay for maintenance on a house that's from the original housing setup, not the new housing that they have, the premium housing. The most you're paying on that is 165 a week. So, man, as long as you get at least 1 copper every 3 weeks, you've already covered your rent. So that's really been making staying afloat really easy, actually. Magic and science together. Let's see. Could have slept wrong. Yeah, I hope that's all it is. I hope it's nothing serious. That music is always the same, and it kind of drives me up a wall a little bit, so I try and get out of there as soon as possible. Open the door. Okay, so we want to get some deeds done, because what we're looking to do, and I'll show you that, what it is that we're actually hoping to get done here. Let's see, is it deeds? Or no, the store. I need the store. Show me the store. Show me the things I can buy. So right now we've got 542 of these LOTRO points. And what we're looking to purchase, because what we already have is this superior oven. And you know me, I'm always into crafting. I love the crafting systems of games. That's one of the things I prioritize. So what I want to do is I want to be able to get the other 4 types, the farmland, the workbench, the study, and the forge. So I can already afford one of them. And I'm saving it because I haven't really been playing too much, so I was hoping that maybe a sale would go up or something like that. But honestly, really what we need is to try and dig up another, what, about almost 1,500, 1,450 or so of these things. So it's going to be a lot of deed grinding and stuff like that, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it all with deed grinding, but we're going to try and cut into these costs, at least get the workbench now, and if we can get the farmland, then we can do all of our food prep right at home, so that'll be really handy. Let's see. Those 2 doesn't match. Which 2 doesn't match? Who doesn't match? So 3 phones at our dinner table, all the way up listening to you repeat his glory. Is this gonna be a meme now? But I love it. Thank you, Meg. You guys are awesome. Unlock some more buildings in the Twitch town. If anyone wants to do a raid, that's right. I wanted to actually mention to you guys who have Twitch as well that we added an extension where you can actually play an RPG while watching the stream. It's built right into the page. You have to go to the desktop version of the page. You can do it on a phone. I've done it before. And you can, it's pretty much like you gear your character, tell them to fight, and then it's just turn-based, and they go back and forth. But there's a town that we all can contribute and build together, and we can do raids together, so it's something that I thought would be pretty cool. I'd love to see you guys check it out. Let me know what you think. It's called Stream Legends, but if you go down to the information, the panels below the stream, it's going to be right there. Should be towards the top. Magic and science living together. Me6 just told me you were live. Yeah, Me6 can be a little behind on that. I need to remember that and try to post a little bit more like when I start, and then maybe disable that feature so you don't get double posts. But I like it because in case I'm just running around like crazy and I don't have time to get it all set up and remember like, oh, I need to post about it, I need to tell everybody I'm going live, then I can still get it up and running. So spits out the feathers. Who's spitting feathers? What? I just realized I should probably be heading north. I think that's where we... Or no. We're doing deeds. We're doing deeds. Don't get distracted. Focus. Alright. So, let's see some things that I could actually do. We'll start with that. Critically hit. Alright, well, we can get closer on that. But the ones that you're going to really want to focus on, when you're going deed hunting, one of the things you really want to focus is on doing these area deeds. So Breland, the Shire, I mean all these things, Lone Lands, North Downs, they all have their own sets of deeds you can discover, and lots of them are accompanied by LOTRO points right there. So read up. I'm looking. Are you talking about Sarah with the feeling better? Magic? Water? I am all the confused. Alright, so what we should probably do... Honestly, these ones, I am usually the worst at staying on top of. These ones where it's find these different spots or things. So that might not be a bad place to go. But... Well, I see the Hobbits is... Oh, we could do the Shire, you know? That would be a pretty good one too, honestly. Let's see. Life of a Bounder. That's almost done. We could do that for sure. 15 more. I mean, honestly, if I do these quests, that's going to get me there. And I need to finish those for this one anyway. And that's just Shire Brewmaster that I don't know anything about. But I'm sure that's consume the things. So let's head back to the Shire then. Questions? Yeah, I always have questions. I'm in a constant state of confusion when I'm doing this. So don't be too surprised by that if you're new here. Just me being confused and trying to remember things for more than 30 seconds. My attention span is just all over the place. It's terrible. It's really bad. Alright, so I remember these ones because I've actually done them a bit. Let me shift actually this window over so I can see what I'm doing a little bit here. We're going to clear out these quests first off. Remove all. I want to track these deeds so I can keep an eye on what I'm up to. Alright, so that's good. Even though I'm blocking that other thing. I don't really care that much. Not too worried about it. Okay, so the pies start up, I think over by Bywater, over here. And the post might be Hobbiton, maybe? I'll have to look and see where the post is. I'll be able to figure it out, but we'll have to get the bundles from there. Well said, Meg, well said. Not much has changed, so don't worry. If you were expecting me to all of a sudden just be on top of all the messages, I'll respond to them, but then they immediately just disappear. It's horrible. I should have these skills on anyway. The one good thing is that if there are any, like I think we did them all already here. We did Explorer, we did the Slayer of the Shire. The good thing when you're going deed hunting and you're in an area that you've already out-leveled and you're doing the Slayer deeds, then you can not only kill them real fast, but you also don't have to worry about things being aggressive or coming after you. You can just kind of wander wherever you want. The only downside is that you can't see on your little map up here on the top right any of the red dots for aggressive enemies because they're not going to pick a fight with you anymore. That's the only problem, but everything else, pretty much a win. And if you're a hunter, you really don't have to worry about it because you just sit down and go, all right, let me just track something, find out where they are, and I can just track something else in half a minute anyway. Plus, there's usually a deed. I don't know if I did already, but there's usually a deed for using the tracking skills. I probably did already, knowing me. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of these things that I'm not going to be able to get done, or that I'm not going to really focus on right now. There's a bunch of ones that are per class, and it works on skills where you have to use the skill a certain number of times, or you have to crit with it a certain number of times, or whatever else. So that's always, it's one that you can just kind of do wherever, which is nice, so you don't really out level it, so to speak, and you can do it passively. You don't have to be in a certain area, but at the same time can be a bit obnoxious. All right, this is all merchants. We don't really care about them very much. The pie person, I think, is she back here somewhere? She's somewhere around here, I thought. I thought she was. Maybe she's over by the water. Here we go. All sorts of not knowing what I'm doing right out of the gate. I know that I've done this a long time ago. I remember it's in this area. All the cute hobbitses. The nosy hobbitses. The hungry hobbitses. He's not eaten since 11's. That hotbar though. Yeah. Yeah, well, so I've got Control, Alt, Shift, and then, you know, the regular numbers down here. And these ones on top, I pretty much just throw them up there because I put a lot of like my travel skills, my quick travel skills up there. I put a lot of things I don't really actively use. You know, foods, I can use it once in a while when I need it. But that's about it. Oh, here's where she is. Okay. Does she have... Oh, if I find any other pies, bring them back to her. Okay. Oh, there's a horn. Ah, there's fireworks. How about those fireworks? Alright. Cool. We got a free fireworks show. Why not? We were in a bar. Yeah. Is there one? Sorry, it's weird because it puts spaces in between every character, so I feel like I'm like straining to read it. Sorry, Freddy. Freddy, come on. Come on, man. There's a time and a place. Yeah, I understand, but it depends on the situation for some. Alright, so we need to go to these places then. For Hobbiton, there's one in here that I didn't find. It'd be a lot easier if it would just kind of have something like a giant notification about where I need to go. Yeah, I get the reaction, but it's not something that that I'm usually too keen on. Yeah. That's part of the reason why. I understand, Sarah. I understand. Yeah. You're not the only one. So I apologize for that, Sarah. That's not what we're really going for. And it's hard when you're doing streaming because there's only so much you can really do about things being live. So I mean, you know, we do the best we can, but yeah, and I mean, I get that it was a joke, but I mean, we have to keep in mind also that the channel is kind of directed towards people from all different backgrounds and different ages and different preferences as far as senses of humor and things like that. So it can be hard to put something out there that is potentially questionable, and then it can kind of I mean, I'm not asking anybody to leave, don't get me wrong. But it's just something to keep an eye on. Alright. So, let's see. We were looking for somebody around here somewhere. I may just start looking up where these things actually are. And see if we can... The mod muscle. Yeah, no, I mean, and I know it wasn't meant maliciously or anything like that. So it's something that it's hard to try and find that balance, and certain communities are different. Ours is typically a little bit more on the family-friendly side of things. So that's why, you know, when stuff like that happens, I'm kind of like, yay! Glad to hear that, Sarah. And sorry for the whole, you know, if you felt uncomfortable. Well, I know you did, but sorry for all of that, and for anybody else out there who did too. I have been wandering, and I have no clue where I'm actually going, but... Hey, Tammy, yeah. Earlier indeed. I want to try and get something that you all over on the other side of the pond could join in on. Join in for. How you doing? Yeah, I mean... You know, there's a... And it's hard because there's something that you might find funny, but knowing... It's important to know where that line is, where, okay, if some people might not appreciate this one as much, it's important to know that. Because otherwise, you know, it can be completely good-willed or good-natured and unintentional, but you can end up potentially offending people, and that's where things can happen. So let's actually just try and do these post ones, because that'll be a little bit easier. It tells you where to and where from. We could find out that a lot easier than we can these pies for now. All right, glad to hear that, Sarah. Although, since we're already by Brocken Borings, we might as well check that out. It's over this way. And every time I look at this font, it just looks tiny, like really tiny. I'm always just kind of like struggling to see what it says. The other problem I think that we're going to run into is that I might not mark these quests because they're all below level at this point. So it might not even really draw my attention to where they are. Start and play Elder Scrolls Online. You know, that's something that somebody else I've been talking to recently has been doing. She said that she was kind of newish at it also. And given that it's free to play now, I heard, right? Is that right? If that's the case, then it certainly gives me a lot more in terms of flexibility to play it. So, I don't know, if you're new, you might not know my stance on MMOs in general. And that is that if it has a monthly subscription, I try to shy away from it, because when I sign up for that, then I feel like I need to play it as much as possible during the subscription time, which means I don't do a lot of other things that need to be done, whether to take care of myself or the house, or to do other content or anything like that. Night in the Woods, it's still on the list. I just want to do a recording of that, and I've almost finished recording something else. So, or I've finished recording it, but I've almost finished editing it. So once I post that, then at least I'll have a video up. I'll have one under my belt. I'll feel a lot better about it, and then can start moving into things like Night in the Woods, and what was the other one I wanted to play? The one with Jacksepticeye. You guys will know it. Pinstripe, is that the name? I want to do that too. So it is on the agenda. Wait, am I supposed to bring it to here or from here? I mean, this is a small enough town. I should be able to find whoever's got this freaking pie. There's gotta be somebody who bought a pie, and they probably have a name other than townsperson. Probably. Yeah. He's, Temmy's talking about the fact that I typically do my 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. during the week streams, my Tuesday, Thursdays. But Saturday, Sundays are my only real chance to do something earlier. So for people who are over on the EU side of things, my streams are going up at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning usually. So earlier is definitely the name of the game. Oh, okay, here's the pie. Alright, fair enough. Pinstripe first. Alright, fair enough. Just started playing ESO as well. Nice. Oh, Meg. I already am sure that that's going to happen with some things, because there are cases. Sorry, I'm looking at the map and like, where do I need to avoid? There are cases of games like, I was hoping, I missed the sale for it. I believe they were giving away Outlast. And I do want to do some scary games for you guys, more for you than for me, because it will certainly be against my will as far as my typical preferences. But I will be looking to do some scary games. If you have any suggestions for that sort of thing, let me know also. Games in general. Never played it, but I'm tempted to start watching play of it. Oh, for Pinstripe? Is that what you're talking about, Meg? Yeah, I mean, it would go great, I'm sure, for everybody else. But you're talking to a guy who tends to shy away from things like horror films in general. So it ought to be pretty interesting trying to do games now where I have things jumping out at me and chasing me, and I'm just completely helpless to all of it. Oh, for ESO? Yeah, I mean, I know it's been out for a little bit now, the fact that they switched to the free-to-play model is a big game changer for me, because otherwise, like I said, I don't want to be in that position where I feel that I need to play all the time in order to make the most of the money spent on the sub. So I'd rather, that's why I tend to shy towards the free-to-play MMOs. I like playing free games also because I know that it gives those of you options who might not have the disposable income to go ahead and drop $60 on a AAA game or something like that. I think there's a lot of gems out there that you don't really hear too much about because they don't have the same budgets, or because they're indie and maybe they're not, they're not really looking for that sort of thing. But having free-to-play ones I think are really cool, because then everybody can get in, especially the ones like this, where everybody could join in and we could, in theory, create a community there as well, even if it is for the duration of however long the series lasts on the channel. Such a long time ago. I know what you're comfortable with. That's true. And I think that part of it is with the scary stuff. Part of it is that even though I'm not typically comfortable with the scary stuff, I think it would be appreciated by everyone else, and I would appreciate the way that it resolves. But I wouldn't necessarily be looking for the game to begin with. I think I would just enjoy the way it ends, and the way that people react to it. Sorry, I was like, how do I do this thing? That's why I'm stumbling on words here. Be cool to catch up with him while he plays. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be fun. I understand you get the most out of your buck for subscription. Yeah, that's what I run into. You have a game? Yeah, what game, Sarah? What you got? What you got for me? So that's one pie down, even though we weren't really looking to do the pies again. Whoa, that's a lot of fireworks, by the way. My goodness. Are there always parties here, or is it just something special now? What do you have? Oh, it's something for the whole Baggins birthday celebration, I think. What does he want me to actually do? Alright, well, I'll just take it and we'll see what happens. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna expire on me. Maybe we will never do it. I don't know. Spyro Year of the Dragon. You know, I remember playing a little bit of the original Spyro. I thought that was a pretty cool game. I haven't played Year of the Dragon before. Five Nights at Freddy's. Hey, Mimic. How's it going? RuneScape. Yeah, technically it's free to play. It wouldn't be my first choice, but I definitely have an account from years and years ago there, which was also free. I didn't spend money on that game. But Five Nights at Freddy's, I could see that driving me up a wall. But if you guys enjoy it, then it would probably be worth it anyways. Oh, man. So let's see, what stop should we do? Hobbiton to Overhill. We're already kind of near Hobbiton, so let's see if we can find this one and do this. Did I talk to you?
Could I take a moment of your time?
You are the one. I'm not even gonna bother reading the quest text because it's pretty much the same general thing every time. Take my thing, get it there without being spotted by certain people. And you can see on the mini-map, there's none of them in view right now, but when one does show up, I'll point them out. You can see the NPCs that you need to avoid. And it's basically one of those, like, if you get too close, then you fail it and lose it, and you have to come back. Is this the end of the route? Is that it? Really? Or is this talking to him about stuff. Oh. I'm too busy to do that right now. Yes, I am. Alright then. Where was this going again? I probably should have read that. This is going to sorry, I gotta catch up now. Freddy sub. It didn't throw a message though. That's weird. Thanks for the sub though. I thought, for some reason, I thought you subbed already. I am confused. Clayton plays RuneScape at work sometimes. I can't cry just watching it. It looks so boring. It looks like it is from a long time ago. Cowboy credits. So yeah, you can spend them on some mini games actually, and I'm just gonna take a second to try and remember those commands. Give me a second while I do a thing. Okay, so there's the flip coin thing, and that is basically just a gamble to try and get more of them. There's a dice game with rolled dice. I don't know how that works exactly. There's a bank heist one, which is exclamation heist, and you put in the number afterwards, how much you're looking to spend. Oh, you're in another. Oh, okay. I get you. I see what happened. Be so much fun to watch. Yeah, I could see that. RuneScape is a huge grind. It seems a lot like it. It does look mind-numbing. But as far as what these are actually useful for, they are basically, I mean, I haven't sorted out too much of the benefits yet, but one of the things I'm thinking is to let you turn in 1,000 if you want a mod for a day. I think that would be something that might be fun, but again, it's going to be one of those things where as long as you're staying within the theme of what the channel is and whatnot, you know, at least then you'll have a little bit more, you know, you'll have the badge and all that stuff. But again, it's going to be one of those where if the rules aren't being followed, then it doesn't really matter, you know? Yeah, just like that, Yams. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. And it's alright, Freddy. I know that it wasn't maliciously intended. It was just one of those where it's like, here's a lesson for all of us right now. that sometimes jokes can be not so funny to certain people. So, based on, you know, what their background is or their beliefs or whatever. Yeah, absolutely. I might drop this satchel because I spent a lot of time not doing what I was supposed to with that postman gig that I've got, and not running this satchel to Overhill. So I think I might just be better off just turning around and restarting this, honestly. Coca-Cola, I haven't had that in a long time. Reigns, the Rain subscribe. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the crew. I don't know why these notifications aren't popping up. They should be doing something. I'm just gonna check 1 second. I just want to make sure that there's something. I mean, is anything even triggering on my stuff, or I mean, it's hitting my stream label, so it should be doing something here. Alert box for YouTube. I mean, it's there. I'm gonna try repeating those two. Yeah, that's not doing anything, is it? That is quite strange to me. Okay, well, I'll have to work on that in the future. I'll test on that, but thanks again for the subs, you two. Let's see. Yeah, winning on the coins. and not so much winning on the coins. There's actually a cooldown on the gambling, by the way. It'll let you do it every, like, 2 minutes. So, that way, you know, it's not just constant, like, I'm just going to gamble my earnings and hope that I get enough, and then I'm going to go ahead and take the, you know, rewards and stuff. I need to come up with some other ideas for what the points can be used for, but we'll talk about that. And this icon over here, if you can see over in the top right, that icon right there, that is one of the people I need to avoid. So there's a marker, and it tracks the people that you need to stay away from. So that's helpful. Trigger because he's not getting triggered. So much trigger. Triggerception, what? Another backup call, Fire oh, Freddy. Hey. Is he like Falcon Punch Freddy? Is that basically what it is? Hey, CM. Doing alright, how are you? How have you been? Ah, good to have all of you here today. And yeah, for those of you who do have the Twitch channels also, you can check out, there's that RPG, it's an extension, it's right on the panel section for the stream there. So if you want to join that and we can all work on building a town together and going on a raid together, you're more than welcome to do that. I think it's a pretty good way to pass the time. I've been playing it a bit. I know Just Yams has played it a lot as well. So we've been getting some stuff done there. You think community looks more like a Luigi or Mario? Oh, for me? You're asking which I look more like? I will remain quiet then, and we'll see what happens here. Oh, there's two of them. They're trying to cut me off, trying to keep me from getting. I'm taking it to the hole. You can't stop me from delivering the mail. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from delivering the mail. This is for Bywater. Okay, fair enough. Let's take another one. Experiment with my friends. Hank caught on fire. Oh, jeez. Few seconds. Nickname. Wow, that sounds really, really horrible for your hand. My God, are you okay? I mean, I guess you are at this point. And don't pay attention to me. I'm just carrying a satchel. You don't want to see what's in it. You don't want to know what's in the satchel. Alright, once we get out of there, then we can kind of plan our route. And we can't go through the water either, because the mail gets wet and you fail it that way. But we're looking for, what was it again? We wanted to do Bywater, I think. So over here. Okay. Alright, we're probably going to have to try and get through Hobbiton. See how we can do this. Prison. Oh. Whoever's driving that thing, you didn't fuel up the getaway car? Come on, guys. Man. Meg. Oh, Meg. A Wario? Interesting. I don't know if I should be happy or sad about that. In prison. That's alright. The prisons are surprisingly light sentences on the channel here. You get out pretty fast, so don't worry about it. All back to normal. Alright, that's good to hear. That is definitely good to hear. Because a hand on fire seems like a really bad thing. Just, you know, my position on the matter. They're trying to send me... Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, no, that's a different quest. I know why the ring is pointing that way. I was like, I don't need to go there. That's the gaffer person. I don't need that right now. Wasn't it? So I'm free. Yeah. But that's right. He'll be out again soon. And then anybody could join again. I don't know if there's a cooldown if it fails. So if anybody wanted to try again, you're more than welcome to. It might not trigger until the cooldown's done. And I think it's more than 2 minutes for the heists. I'll see if there's any setting for that. Tracks empty cup across the bars. Nobody knows. Night, everyone. See you on tomorrow. Oh, alright. Sounds good, CM. Definitely catch you later. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I will be on Discord, as always. Glad you stopped by. You know, I want to try and do some more stuff like this in the middle of the day, which, I mean, for me, it's only weekends. They're my only chance to potentially do it, as long as we don't have plans. But I do want to do more stuff like this for the people who are watching.
Hello there.
From the
Might I speak with you a moment?
From the EU and all that, because I know that sometimes the times can be really hard if I'm starting a stream that's 3 or 4 in the morning for you. Hey, Chucky Dan, welcome to the channel. How are you doing? Interesting name, by the way. Someone asked you if you were 5. Say, Shadow, come on. We just went through this. You weren't here though, I don't think. No, we're trying to make sure that everybody is comfortable here. What's this guy want again? Don't start towards the mail satchels. But everybody wants me to just carry mail. That's the only thing you want me to do, I thought. Alright, so we'll go to this guy and help him out. Let's see. Flashback. Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's exactly what I was thinking, Freddy. Where it's like, we just talked about this. Oh man. So the basic premise of the talk we had earlier was that not everybody, like, senses of humor differ for everybody, so it can be a little hard to talk about stuff like that and everybody to appreciate it. We need a safe word. We do need a safe word, man. Ouch. But it's just, it can be hard for that, because there's some people who just, that's not their sense of humor and they might find it offensive. So it's something that we're trying to keep a little bit of an eye on, because we are a pretty family friendly community here in channel. So I mean, we pretty much just had that. Yeah. Jackie, what's up? That's absolutely right though, Meg. Absolutely. And I try to just kind of do like a, oh, come on. Jackie though, how are you doing? Meg knows my call. It sounds like a duck.
Please, stay a moment.
That's how she knows. That guy's awfully close. I don't feel comfortable with him. This is for Woodhall. Where even is Woodhall? Over here. Okay. Time to get this direction. Can I get up this hill that I'm noticing? Ha 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 ha. Like cows are hippopotamus. Quack. For those of you who have played Terraria, I don't actually know how you pronounce that, but I always think of that when I think of ducks, because they have ducks in the game and they'll do their quack and whatnot. but every once in a while, and it's only local side. It's not across the whole server, so you're the only one who hears it when this triggers. Every so often, you'll get one that just goes quack, and it cracks me up every time. So that might be it. We may have found it. Oh man. Yeah. So that's the general thing though. We're looking more. Oh, my guy's doing like a weird dance, holding his hand out like that. I mean, he definitely should have died from that, but you forget he's got like a torso of steel, but his legs break constantly. So we just kind of deal with it. Are we running through Green Hill Country? I think this would be a bad idea if I was of level for the area, but since I'm over level, I don't think I really need to worry about anything around here. There shouldn't be any enemies that would actually come for me. Hi, Fran. 10-4 on the quack. Yeah. I think it works. It works pretty well. Oh, man. But yeah, so we've had quite a few things going on. The quack. The quack is awesome. I love the quack. But yeah, so the moral of the story is make sure that if you're telling a joke, make sure it's something that everybody would appreciate. That's probably the best way of putting it. I glam because I just read that, I'm just like the rhymes and the yeah, more the rhymes. I was gonna say alliteration, but that does not describe that at all. It's more the rhymes. But how you doing, Mason? Everything good? We are almost Woodhall. So I mean, these are a lot easier to do than. Oh, I failed to deliver the sack. They're a lot easier to do. Fails. Quack.mp4. I feel like I should get that as a sound effect that can be triggered. We'll have to put in a command for quacks. Well, since I failed it anyway, we might as well do the Woodhall, the stock thing, because we're already right around here. Goldfish is kicking. Hey, sometimes there has to be a little bit of enforcement. It's okay. It happens to everybody.
Might I have a word with you?
You. Give me your mail. Which way am I going with this anyway? Oh, right over here. That's not a far run. It's a lot shorter of a distance than the last one. I mean by so is hungry. It's more like I just start pointing, and then the Meg goes for the Meg goes loose. Beware of Meg. We need a sign for that. We really should probably have a sign for that. Upload to dead. They wouldn't do much of anything being dead. Those poor dinosaurs. I always thought dinosaurs were awesome as a kid. Let's see. So I get just likes it. Yeah. Okay. It's more just that I like food. Listen, I love food too, though. So. I feel like that would be very fitting, Freddy. Just be like, give me your mail. I'd be like, wait, do you even work for it? Don't worry about that. I just need all your mail. Give me everybody's mail. I need to do stuff with it and bring it somewhere. Some people thank me afterwards. I can imagine they would. I could totally see that.
Take a moment of your time.
Sounds like a writing imagine. Oh, Budford. Where's Budgeford? I called it Budford, but where is Budgeford? Is that over the boundary here? No, that's Buckland. God, all these names, they just get me confused all the time. I must have missed it, and it must have been like blatantly in my face. Oh, it's right there. Yep, that sounds about right. So we pick things up and we put them down. Well, we don't want to go that way, and there's a lot of water over here, so we're gonna need to find our way around this water. Is that a bridge? Well, not exactly. But since we're right at the beginning, I'm gonna try this and see if I can pull it off. Maybe I can take a shortcut. That'd be awesome. Whoop. And hoi. Yep. Alright, cool. That actually helps a lot. Yep. Bold wolf, not so bold anymore. Make sign language emojis and become a millionaire. Screenshot this. Better not steal my idea. Look, I said it. I can prove it. That would be interesting, though. Have people be able to watch Twitch. Although there would be so many messages going out so fast with those. It would almost have to be more like transcribed. But at that point, I guess, if you're transcribing, then you might as well just have the text. I don't know. Yeah, taking that shortcut really eliminated the whole anybody that wanted to see the mail seeing the mail thing. Cool, so we got 2 left. The Frogmort and the Wood Hall, so we'll go back and do that. Gotta do this run. And then, what is it? Little Delving to Mickle Delving. Alright, that's not so bad. Are there any pies around here? There should be a pie around here somewhere, so we might as well do that too while we're at it. Although, then we're just gonna have to come back for the Frogmorton thing. Whatever. It happens. We'll figure it out. The anti-gravity book. I did not. Should I have? Do you have a pie?
It's not a bother,
you have a pie.
May I speak with you?
You absolutely have a pie. Of course you have a pie. Everybody's got a pie around here, except for the people I talk to. Alright. Will I have enough time to actually do this? That's the ultimate question. There are hungry hobbitses all over the place. Alright, let's be real for a second. Every hobbit is hungry. It's not like it's just these couple of them that have some sort of rumbles in the tummy. They all want food. We'll be serious. Guess that water wasn't tall enough to really cause a problem for me. I'll take it. Let's see. I just can't seem to put it down. Because it wasn't very down to earth. Well, if they're blind. Well, if they're blind, then I guess they could hear. They just wouldn't be able to see the content. But I did hear that there was some stuff that my old alma mater was working on, actually. They were trying to have a machine that would kind of simulate, I guess, the brain in certain ways, so that way people who are blind could hopefully, like, see what was going on and just see different things. So I think that's, if we could pull that off, I think that's pretty cool, actually. Some pretty cool tech. Braille emojis. You wouldn't be able to feel them. No pies, but I have burgers. I would honestly prefer a burger right now, honest, as well, so that would work for me. Especially if all these pies have spoiled berries, so, you know, there's that thing. That's another problem. Pie burgers. Oh. You know, actually, we went out, I went out to brunch this morning. That's why things, well, that's not why things got delayed, but that's part of what my morning was. And we went to this place. It's one of our favorite spots. It can be a little pricey, but it has a bunch of cool stuff, and the menu changes every so often. And today, I didn't get them, but I saw on the menu they had a burger that was sandwiched between latkes. It's like, that sounds delicious, actually. Let's see. Keyboard with the section that forms braille with air pressure to read chat. I'm trying to think about that now. About how that would work. Having Andrew's totally blind. Excuse me. Just lived a badass life. I believe it. You know what? I mean, just because you're blind doesn't mean that you're you know, any lesser than anybody else or handicapped or anything like this. What was that thing that kept popping up? I kind of want to see what that was. What is this? Distracting cloud? Oh. They're just following me around and being annoying in general. Cook those for fun. Man, I'd sign me up. I would totally have a latke burger. You're bored. Why are you bored? What's going on? How that didn't break his legs, I don't know. But that's alright. Jack's playing IT in... Oh, it in VR? I haven't seen it. Heh, heh, heh. No, I haven't, actually, though. Unless, I mean, all I know is the movie It. And I didn't... I'm going the wrong way. I didn't actually see that either. Sorry, just like, I gotta focus. I gotta get there in time. There's no time. Family's over. Social interaction. Gonna tell the alphabet. I think that was with the board thing, but I missed it. Let's see. Hey, Chris, how long are you streaming for today? Probably, let's see. I mean, it's almost 4. I'll probably go for another hour or 2. Don't really have a strict schedule in mind yet. I do want to do some editing of videos, but I'll probably go for another hour or 2. Texas burger the other day. I love Texas burgers, by the way. Yeah. I don't know if I've had it with not pulled pork. I don't know if I've had it with sweet potato on, but definitely the pulled pork, the barbecue, bacon. I've had them with like onion strings on it too. So good. Delicious. Nope, I almost walked right into that one. Who wants this pie? Stay away from this pie, it's bad for you. Let's see. Go on the armed response unit. I'll work it off. Yeah, that's one way to do it. That's one way to get over that. Diabetes. Oh. Talking about the movie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. There's a game for it in VR? Or he's watching it in VR? Is that what's going on, Jackie? It's just, probably this won't actually work it off. Meg, it might only be... What did you do? Did you do a timeout type of thing? Is that what you did? Because that might only be for a certain amount of time. Usually the timeouts automatically resolve themselves after a certain amount of time. And I think I know on Twitch there's settings where you can say like timeout for an hour, timeout for 5 minutes, and you can kind of pick. But I'm not as sure with YouTube if they have that option. Well, oh, you blocked? You can probably... There's probably an option to unblock. I don't know if it's a command. Bear with me a second. I'm going to see if I can just take a quick look and figure that out. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. No, I don't think that's gonna do it, but what we should be able to do is your other account still watching? Because if it is, no, that doesn't actually work. I was hoping you can click on it, but what may have to happen is a quick little Google search. Let's see. I do need to see it though. All right, I'll be watching for that then. I don't know how I'll do with it, but I'll go ahead and see that then. Unblock YouTube. Let's see. User. Block users from commenting. I mean, not exactly, but that may be the closest we get to unblock. Oh, do I have to go to it? That seems obnoxious. Sorry, everybody, for the delays. Absolutely no regrets on my part. I don't know about my dad, but I had no nightmares last night. Yeah, I don't know. I do remember being in a position where I was like, oh, this was such a bad idea. Because I went to see, what was it? It was the one with the barber, where he's killing everybody. It's based in England. I'm drawing a blank on the name. Sweeney Todd, I think. And I remember seeing that, but it was very, like, my friends were going to see it, and I didn't know anything about it. And it was, unfortunately, very closely timed to when I had just been at a funeral for a family member. I was like, oh, this was such a terrible idea. Why did I do this? Cowboy Crew bot. Hey, that bot's not so bad though. He doesn't block people and cause problems or anything like that. So I don't have as many issues with him. I try and keep him pretty calm. Let's see. What else do we got? Good old Google. Oh, you can do that? Yeah, let me know if you find it, Freddy. Because I'm gonna continue this. Not that I'm not interested in the unblock. I just want to make sure that I at least continue here. Someone told me my dad sells Avon. I remember hearing about Avon for a long time. Everybody was into Avon. What's going on? How are you? Terrible at your job. You are not. It was Sweeney Todd. Yeah, that was the one. You are not terrible at your job. It's just we haven't had to do it before. That's the thing. We haven't been in a position where we needed to do the job. Grab my dad's leg. At jump scare part, and he jumped like half a foot out of the air. Oh, I believe that. I absolutely believe that. Dad sells Avon. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard about that for a long time, where it was just kind of, that was a thing where lots of people did. It was like your entertainment books and stuff like that. What does this guy want?
A pleasant day to you,
Access
friend.
available food at the market. I don't know what this is for. Why is this like a valid quest? Bingo badges. Oh, there's different things for the event, I guess. Whatever. I'll take the quest. We'll see what happens. Not too worried about it. What I actually want though is to head up here and grab some mail to deliver. Because we almost delivered all that, honestly. And why did I ran this whole way on foot instead of using a horse? That's a wonderful question. I guess I got in the whole running pies and postage mindset where you can't really mount up. Because you're actively carrying something, so it won't let you. So much for me. Fun. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, they do have a lot of stuff. Jewelry to makeup. Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't really know exactly what they had. I just knew that it was a thing that everybody seemed to do, especially at work. There's always somebody at work that sells it. Let's see. I can mind if you want someone to stop commenting on your stream chat. You didn't do anything. Streams were a thing you... You silly person. Oh, you're heading out, Jackie? Alright, sounds good. Good luck with the social interaction. We'll be here for at least another hour or two. I actually was wondering that same thing.
Might I have a
had
word
the
with
same
you?
question, Meg. But again, only if you're comfortable, Mason. Nobody else around here. Alright, I'm making sure I'm not gonna be like accosted as soon as I pick this thing up. What do you want?
Might I have a word with you?
Bring a letter. Yeah, alright, fair enough. You want a letter delivered. Prologue. Oh man. We are way back on the quest then. Forgot how little of these I actually did. Still watching, but searching. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I would search, but I want to at least keep the stream going and keep going with the gameplay, so. And if nothing else, if we can't figure it out during the stream, then I'll look it up afterwards as well. Mine's at the 12. Oh, so many babies, I know. So cute. You know, Meg, you'll appreciate this actually. My Twitter feed before I went live earlier, I was looking at, and I saw something where I was like, oh god, no. But there was someone who had, I guess their daughter had a Game Boy, like probably like a Game Boy Color, it must have been. And she was carrying the thing and walking around with it, and she's sitting there like trying to touch the screen over and over again, and like trying to touch it with like both hands and like see if that works with like the thumbs, and like trying to move it, and just kind of like kept going with that and like walked away still trying to touch the screen. It's like, oh man, are we that old? Not everything is a touch screen, believe it or not. Good times. Good times. The mayor wants that. You want that. Let's deliver this. Make somebody upset or something.
Stay and
Talk to somebody else. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, ah, come on. It's not that bad. I should probably take these, actually. I must have sent them a while ago and they got returned. Because I forgot to log into that account. Let's make sure that doesn't disappear. Those should be good for a while, though. That'd be me. I am. We're so old. I know. It's sad. It's so sad. Yeah, we made a reference the other day. And then 64 games are still being produced. I mean, that does seem old to some nowadays too. So I'll I can appreciate that. But it's crazy because you take me. Right, I have not hit 30 yet, and I didn't think that I'd already be hitting that point where I'm like, oh man, or I'll be like, yeah, I remember, you know, sometimes at school, I'd have to call home, so I bring a quarter and use the payphone, and people are like, oh, why don't you just use your cell phone? I'm like, oh, God, where do I even start? I don't know where to begin with that. Oh, man. So bad. Oh, there's a pie in Little Delving. Why don't we do that while we're here? Right there with you. The Bucky Barnes in this chat. Oh, man. There was another reference, actually, where my coworker brought in her daughter for the afternoon for work one day. Picked her up from school, and she was hanging out, and her daughter was playing some game, was showing her something. She's like, "Oh, you know, see, there's this character," and my coworker's like, "Oh yeah, and there's Fred Flintstone too." And she's like, "Who's Fred Flintstone?" We're like, "Ah, man, never mind." And then I tried to come up with something to try and draw that parallel, because for those of you who don't know, I came from, not that you'd think it would apply here, but I came from a background where I would tutor. I used to tutor and be a teaching assistant, so I kind of have a little bit of some idea of how to try and teach people and get them to hear things in ways that sticks out to them, in ways that make sense. So for that, I was like, all right, well, what about like Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles? Like, that's something that people still eat, right? So that might be something where she can recognize the reference and who Fred Flintstone is. And we start on with that path. We're like, all right, well, like Fruity Pebbles? She's like, yeah, I don't like them though. I like Fruit Loops more. Like, okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's not the point here. Do you know the character? Like, do you remember the character on the box for Fruity Pebbles? She's like, nah. I'm like, come on. We were so close. Let's see. I went past it. I went way past it. Emulator. Let's see, I remember playing Mario Kart 64 and 64 on Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road was awesome. I love that soundtrack too, by the way. And if you guys like acapella, there's a guy by the name of Smooth McGroove on YouTube. I think he's probably got a good, I gotta imagine he's up to like 1 million by now subs. But he does a lot of acapella tracks, and he did the N64 Rainbow Road song rather as acapella, where he does all the voices himself. So it's got him in 8 different spots around the screen, and he's doing all the pitches and percussion and everything. It's really cool. Highly recommended. Let's see, emulator making, oh right, I remember because it's an emulator on my phone that I played last week. Emulator making hipster gamers out of every kid born after 2000. It's kind of true though. Fred is a legend. Thank you, Em. Thank you. I'm glad that you agree. Loved Fred Flintstone. In response to that whole thing, I was like, yabba dabba do. Flintstone vitamins. That's another reference. Maybe I should have used that one. I don't know if she would have known that either, though. Because that's one of those where you kind of, like, before you knew what they were, no matter what. Now I feel like you have to have them to recognize what they are. Same. Yes. Those vitamins. Let's see. I was a tutor. Yeah, age and the stereotype. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask myself to leave. No, I used to tutor math and science, and I thought about going to school for education for math, honestly. But a test came up at work that was just too conveniently timed to pass up, and I took that, ended up getting promoted on that. So for the time being, at least, we're kind of...
Can I take a moment of your time?
Kind of just gonna leave it where it is. Teaching is hard to break into anyway. So. Let's see. What else? That was the one Kristen wanted to die. When people were like, who's Fred Flintstone? It's like... Lost all hope for humanity. Let's see. Try the same thing, but unblock. Dub. So much to read. The real Flintstones movies. I've seen some of the Flintstones movies, yes. I've seen at least 2 of them, I want to say. One was not even a cartoon. How about that? As a kid, I remember feeling like a gangster for saying yabba dabba. Oh, Rick and Morty. You know, I need to watch more Rick and Morty. I've only seen the first episode. My friend just got me to start looking into that, so that's something that I want to start doing more of in the future. Yeah, how to get wherever the blocked list is. Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. What's the cringy one as a kid? Yeah, Viva Rock Vegas. I think I saw that too, Just Jams. Pretty sure I did. Oh. Are you singing, Shadow? Or am I missing it? But yeah, I feel like there should be a block list somewhere, but I don't recall seeing one either. Talking about the not cartoon ones. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely remember seeing that. It was a bit cringy, not gonna lie. Couldn't harass me into watching it. Rick and Morty, yeah. It's a good show. I never usually get into shows very much because it's a time issue. Right? Like I work during the day. I'm commuting about 3 hours between going back and forth. And I'm working, you know, your 7 plus your 1 for lunch. So I'm already eating up 11 hours during the day for the weekdays. That's assuming I'm not doing overtime, otherwise it's 12. And we still haven't accounted for dinner, sleep, trying to create content or stream, checking up on social media, and any other things that we feel like doing and that come up. You know, if we're going out or anything like that. Shopping. So it can be a bit much for me to really get into shows because I just don't feel like I have the time to devote to watching them. Let me just run this down here and then I'll look. No spoilers about Rick and Morty. Yeah, even though I'll probably forget, I do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the no spoilers. Why am I alive? More, you know, you gotta put the thing in the thing, more. You have to, Morty. That's right. You two will be great together, Morty. Don't worry. I'm not gonna barge in on you like that, Morty. That's all right. She's your girl, Morty. Why, my life. Mr. Meeks, just look at me. Look at me. Pay attention to me. I feel like I have a side like evil Morty. That could be pretty amusing, honestly. Let's go and see what that Gaffer quest was about. Maybe we can get that done since we're here anyway. Oh, that was great about Morty though. About Rick rather. That's whenever I think of it, I always think of when Game Grumps made a reference to it, where they were all. I think they're playing Super Mario Maker, and I forget. I think it was Aaron. Was like just talking about how he had been watching them recently, and he went into it's like Morty, you gotta turn to a car, Morty, there's no time. You gotta turn to a car, Morty. There's no choice. We don't have any options, Morty. You gotta turn to a car. Oh, there's a taxi. You know, and going in between, they're like, oh no, Rick. Oh. I don't know what you want, but
I want a word with you.
Yeah, you're wasting everyone's time. I remember, make yourself useful. That's the name of the quest. I already know that I don't like you. Why didn't chat scroll? I'm Tiny Rick. Here's a problem. Rick and Morty is not that long. I mean, you mean each episode is not that long? Because I know it's not that the episodes are long, but there are times when I am not even sleeping enough. So I feel like it can become a bit of an issue for me.
Is there something I can do for you?
Read the note. What is going on? Oh, talk to all these people, I guess. All right. Fair enough. I'll roll with it.
What do you need?
We'll just go with it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, all of those just went away and updated immediately. Watch Pokemon Swifty. Swifty 5? You getting Swifty 5? Okay, the side like morning. I saw that already. So I saw part of it, I guess, from looking at my other chat window. Of my life being Swifty. All the Swift. Too much Swifty. Be like a Canadian Rick. Which is funny, because I'm not Canadian at all, but... Hey, I'll take it. Pickle Rick in the house. Sorry, Morty. Tip my cap to you. Oh, so much cap tipping. I love tipping my cap to people. I think that's a great thing. Szechuan sauce, Morty. What? Great Morty groan. And that's, I think it's hilarious too, because I've only seen one episode, and I already kind of have an idea. Go inside the car battery. Oh, that's one I'm gonna have to watch apparently. He's all his lines on the set, so he stutters and yes, it's his thing a lot. Yes, he does make all of his lines on the set, and I think that's really cool. You know who else did that? You want to feel old again for a sec, Meg? On the Honeymooners, Jackie Gleason made up his own lines. So that's something that's a throwback. But yeah, he did it too. Let me try and scroll this other chat down so I can actually use it instead of kind of just having it on the side. Let's see. That's the episode. Still want to try Szechuan sauce. Szechuan is actually really good. I enjoy it at least, but I enjoy spicy things, and I live with someone who's from Texas. So, you know, it pretty much summarizes all you need to know about that. I think I was 8. Where's I think Tina Belcher is my spirit animal. Aw. I'm so bad with people. I'm sure I know who that is. I just don't recognize the name. Is she in here? That's in the season 1 finale is the funniest stutterfest I've ever seen. I'm sure that I will be noticing that too, once I get up to it at least.
Hello there.
Do you?
Might
I
I
mean,
speak with you a
yeah,
moment?
sure, I guess. I don't know what quests I actually really need to do though. Is there somebody in here? Because I thought they were gonna be in here. Am I being lied to? Did they waste my time? They may have wasted my time. I thought there was somebody who was supposed to be here. Holly Hornblower. Wait, she's the one with the pies. I think. Maybe. Maybe. Ha 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 ha. Yes, but she doesn't have a story for me right now. That's unfortunate. All right, well, we'll have to come back. But let's see. Oh, Bob's Burgers. I've seen a few episodes of that. Oh, test, Morty. A big, huge test. You passed the test, Morty. You let's see. Oldest daughter. Yes. I know who she is now, but I don't know much about her. That's why you randomly said, "I am your father" on set. Now that's part of movie history. Yeah. Power of unscripted lines. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love the little one. Unscripted lines can create some of the best content out there. Which, and it's funny too, because this is gonna seem a little bit off the wall compared to what we were just talking about, but it is related. Recently, Jillian and I have been watching some of the Bob Ross episodes that he had done, which are over on YouTube. I know they have some on Netflix also, but it's not the original show. And we've been checking that out, and it didn't take long, because I haven't watched Bob Ross before. It didn't take long before me, who doesn't actually do any drawing or artwork or anything like that, thought, oh wow, this is actually entertaining watching this guy. And then the next thought that I had was, Bob Ross was basically the original YouTuber. That's pretty much what I'm getting out of this. Just his demeanor and the way that he comes up with things on the spot. It all rolls into one really nice package, and I feel like he was the original YouTuber before YouTube was a thing. Let's see, Robert De Niro's line in texture. You look at me? That was unscripted. Yeah. There are a lot of good ones. A lot of good one-liners that just come out of nowhere. Put something in Discord. Alright, I'll have to take a look a little bit later. Paint some happy little trees and a big smiley sun. Yeah, it works so well for him though. He had a gift. There's no whose line is it anyway? Yeah, whose line is it anyway? And the points don't matter. Happy little shadows, praise Bob Ross. Drew Carey is the best host. Drew Carey absolutely was the best host. I haven't really watched the new one. I've heard that it's a little disappointing. Look at me. Pay attention to me. Where do I need to go now? There should be a pie around here somewhere. I will check it out, I promise. It's just a matter of when I check it out, because I do want to at least stay focused on the stream while I'm streaming. There's gotta be people around here somewhere. At Ross Fro. Is it coming? Am I getting one? Am I working on it? Who knows? That's just a townsperson. Is there anything up? I don't think there's anything up there. There might be, though. Well, we'll take a look. We'll take a quick look. Go look, see. Han Solo. Let's see. Oh. He was a U.S. Marine back in his youth, too. That was, who was that? Carey? Drew Carey was a Marine? Or are you talking about that? Because we've gone through so many people since, you know, over the past few minutes that now I'm a little confused as to who is the one you speak of. There's gotta be a pie somewhere in this freaking town. Somebody's got a pie, and somebody's gonna give it to me. Han Solo randomly said, I know when they said I love you, which added to his stubborn character, which is awesome. Semper Fi, hey, always appreciate those who serve. That's why I stick to the past. Flashback. Harrison Ford wasn't even supposed to be Han Solo. He's just the guy who read lines with the actors during the auditions. Yeah, I remembered that he wasn't originally supposed to be Han Solo. I did know that. Chris Ross, the best painter. And the murderer sharks. Oh, I remember D's stones. And that shark was a brutal thing. I remember that too. That's so good. They just gave him the lines, which is awesome. That's such a cool thing. Like, you think about that. An entire career developed more or less from that point. You don't see that sort of thing happen every day. Where would the pie... It shouldn't be, like, right on top of her, I wouldn't think. Would they want me to deliver a pie, like, 200 feet? Or am I just missing where this person is? There's gotta be somebody, though. Somebody somewhere. Somebody's out there somewhere. Let's see. Carrie was? Really? I did not know that. That's pretty cool. Huh. Fun fact of the day. After 2 years, he finds a pie. Eventually, there will be a pie. These stones. Harrison Ford is a beast. He is. Definitely appreciate him. Hey. Nothing wrong with that. He is a talented man. Should make a remix with you saying D stones. I feel like there's a number of options. Running near fireworks? Always a good idea. I mean... Never mind. I take it back. Wait, are you the one?
I want a word with you.
You do have... Aha. Yeah, give me that pie. Give me that pie. Game is so imbalanced. Staying stones literally makes no effort. I don't really know so much as far as the balance is concerned. I've played mostly Hunter before. I know Hunter can be very easy. And one of the positive things, I think, as far as balance is concerned, is that you don't really have too much in the way of PvP. I mean, they have a little bit, which once you start rolling and incorporating PvP heavily into everything, that's when I noticed that that balance is super important, because now you're dealing with somebody beating somebody else because of this. If you're all fighting NPCs, I think that it makes it a little bit easier and a little less important. But I don't know. It also has a lot to do probably with the classes that they had beforehand. They were the team that were working on it to begin with, but at the same time, they also just branched off on their own recently. So I'm not sure if there's really going to be anything involving changes for that, or if they're just going to leave the classes the way they are in general, since they've been around for so long at this point. That I couldn't tell you. Let's see. I missed a couple of others. Let me just catch up real quick. Welcome to the channel, by the way. How you doing, mate? Let's see. Like the part in one of the Indiana Jones movies where he's in the plaza and he's facing against the guy with the sword. He takes out the gun, shoots him. Yeah, that was amazing. A YouTube poop? What? What happened? Did I miss? I probably... Oh, the remix? I got you now. I see what you're talking about. Or half the classes are 100% useless both in PvE and PvP. That I would not really know too well. Really? How did you pick up that pie? Alright, fine. We'll do it again. But I wouldn't really know that too much. Mostly because a lot of my experience playing the game is Hunter. I play pretty casually. I'm not usually looking for best builds or anything like that. I'm just looking to kind of relax and have a good time in general. And I think that lore-wise, it's great for that sort of thing. You have a lot of options as far as getting involved in the lore. I think they did a good job with that. The combat, I mean, for Hunter at least I know that it is very straightforward. And especially if you pick the, what's it, the blue tree? Is that the one on the left? Where you pretty much just run and shoot and just keep going. And that's about it. So, combat for a Hunter is really not that complicated. But I don't know so much about the other classes as much. Let's see. Compared to the rest. Nah, they're not gonna fix it. It only made it worse after Turbine. Yeah, I don't know what changes they really made as far as class balance. I don't remember seeing anything about that, but maybe they did make some. I don't know. Never played. Yeah, I think it's a nice casual game. It's free to play, so for me, when I'm just looking to relax and kind of take things easy, I find it's a good time just to kind of take a load off for a little bit and not really be constantly worrying about you know, paying for a sub or constant action or anything. But now, like you were saying, you got ESO, you got lots of other options out there too. So, oh, you're heading out, Shadow. All right, sounds good. See you later. Thanks for coming by. My typing. Let's see. Only care about making money off the few people that still play the game by increasing levels, so people spend money instead of max their legendary weapons. I mean, even if that's the case, I never really bother with the market. I'll get some LOTRO points, not through spending money, by just doing deeds, and then I'll go ahead and do that. But I'm usually not spending money on the game. The only money I did spend on the game was before, when Turbine owned it. I got the quad pack expansion for like $10. That's it. So I didn't really feel like that was too bad of an investment. I thought that was worth it. And there's still a bunch of content that I still need to actually go through with that I haven't done yet. I need to run this through here, make it. Yeah, alright. Now I can actually catch up on chat. Sorry about that, everybody. Remember a year ago, Gabe did 30,000 super stream to join him. Yes, I remember that. I do remember that. I managed to make it in. Make 0 effort in fixing the game. I don't know exactly, because I am not near max level where I've seen everything, or where I've played many of the other classes. I think that the concept of the epic battle seems like a fun time. I think that could be really cool, even though I haven't done it yet. And I think it's just fun for a casual, if you're just looking to kind of relax and take a load off. Striking way of saying flip coin. Flip coin. Devs are laughable. Sorry, I am so far behind here. So I go around picking flowers and killing boars for free. I mean, it's something that's relaxing, I think. And that's, for me, that's something that I get out of the game. You know, it's not always trying to compete or trying to say my build is better than somebody else's, or have, you know, something that's like super action packed. I'm really looking to relax and kind of take a load off after a week that might be a little bit more active. And especially with a game like this, it's great for me because I try to focus on those games that aren't super action packed, so that way I can spend more time reading chat and responding to all of you. So that's something that actually works in my favor. And whether they need to work on balance or not, it doesn't really faze me very much, because it doesn't impact my experience and what I'm going for. I'm looking to just relax and have a good time, and for me, the game does that. So the fact that I can do it for free makes it better, as far as I'm concerned. You guys had a moment. I probably missed a lot of stuff in between this, so I apologize. And if there was something that you were hoping to see a reply for, just let me know. But yeah, the fact that as a hunter I can just do this is a bit ridiculous. That's a little silly. But again, that's not what I came here for. I didn't come here for the battles so much, like the regular wandering battles. I came here to have fun and relax. And to craft. I enjoy crafting. Maybe it's time to make one. Yeah, I have Instagram. I haven't used it very, very much recently. And the thing that I've noticed with that is that I have a hard time coming up with things to post, like pictures to post and whatnot. But it's something that I want to get better with. I want to start getting more active with. And hopefully I'll start to use that a little bit more. It's not like I don't look at it. I still keep an eye on things for messages in particular. But posting-wise, I find that a lot of my updates are more text-based. So for me, I end up airing towards the Twitter Discord realm, because I don't have the pictures to put up. You know, my average week is pretty quiet as far as what's going on. I'm usually going to work, coming back, and then going to my computer and trying to work on stuff for the channel. That's the average day, whether it's streaming or trying to work on content. Outside of that, And there's only so many pictures I feel like I can take of that. Oh man. Just to keep up with a few people, really. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I do with some other services I have too. I need to go. Tomorrow's the first day of school, so have fun for the rest of the night. All right, sounds good. I'm glad you had fun, Freddy, and good luck with school tomorrow. See you next time. Oh, you guys did well with that one, huh? That's a win. Congratulations on that one. 16, so last year. So I'll be good in weeks. Oh, or in a week. Okay, fair enough. You'll get there. You'll be all right. Are you trying to speak to me? Disembodied hand of agility.
I was just telling you I was turning the light on, bro.
Oh, okay. I figured. I saw you standing there. Sorry, everybody. Now there is more light. Let there be light.
So you don't look like a creeper in the dark. Yeah.
It actually wasn't that dark, believe it or not.
You're welcome, everyone.
She thinks she's helping you. You're lucky weave. Way too much woman for them to handle. As I just wander around aimlessly over here. We need to go to Bywater and find this pie now. Let's do that. Let's do that thing. Oh, I can have your glasses. Oh, this should be good. Well, let's see how this goes, everybody, because I don't know how this is gonna work, but maybe it'll help me to read some of this text a little bit more. Maybe that'll work, maybe. Yeah. Well, I mean, it still works fine, I guess. Yeah, good luck though with the school part. See what your Twitter is. This is perfect, I think, right? You even see me squinting, you can make that out. That's wonderful. Well, maybe I should have currency turn-ins for stuff like this. Make me wear Jilly's glasses. Amazingly, I can still see relatively well. It's just that I don't know what I'm doing. That's the only problem now. How far does this town go? This is all the crafting section. Shouldn't be over here. Meg says hello, by the way, to a Jilly. I just announced it because I don't know if she's actually around the corner or where she is now. Worse at remembering anything. Yeah, well, you know. That's pretty much me when I'm streaming all the time. Christina. You're welcome, everybody. This is what you get now. Congratulations. Where am I even? I wandered all the way back to Hoppiton. I feel like I naturally need to squint my eyes just to make this work. Even though it doesn't change anything, and I really don't actually need to squint my eyes, I just feel like I need to because I'm wearing glasses that aren't mine. Fan service. Well, this is gonna get highlighted. I know that already. That won't take long. Maybe it's in here? Could it be indoors? The pie? Maybe? Maybe? No.
Might I have a word with you?
I don't want to collect anything. Well, yeah, give me an ale. Alright, maybe I can do that, actually. Little problem. What do you need me to do? Ice wings pay for fan service? Yeah, maybe. I mean, like this at least. That's an idea. Man, oh man. Who knew it would come to this? Fan service 100 glasses. All at once. Oh, man. 100 pairs of glasses at the same time. What does this person even want me to do? Do I have to go all the way there to get a barrel? Because this is going to be obnoxious. Head up to Overhill. Look south northwest of town. Okay, that's not as bad. That I could do. The power is with you. Now it is in your hands. Never forget me. 500 gentle breeze upon us. Oh, the dance that was promised but never delivered. I forgot about the dance. You're gonna need to remind me about that one, because I don't remember. Which is terribly dangerous, because now it could change to anything. I'd be like, really? I said that? Which was a little much, the breeze or the or the dance? Why am I going this way? I need to... Oh, because of that other quest is up this way. Yeah, sure, why not? At least we know where that is. We might as well get something done here. Should be fired. Nah, this is what it comes down to. Those coins for dance. Coins. That's it. I've lost control. I knew you two would get along. Man, I can't reiterate how much I love this community. You guys are amazing. Oh, God. Nothing like a surprise stream on a Sunday leading to this. I feel like it's getting a little laggy, though, the game. Might need to give that a restart or something. I don't know why. Why 4 lags? Might we control this channel? There's no telling what we could accomplish together. What? Drevengers. Oh man, this happened fast. This escalated quickly, didn't it? Man, you thought you were coming in here for LOTRO, and you wound up becoming the Drevengers. You never know what you're gonna get here. Always some sort of randomness going on. Should I hit follow? Get fan art of this. I mean, we probably could make that happen, honestly. All the merchandise. Get your own weaves. I went way... Was it northwest, actually? I guess it was. So it's in this area somewhere. Let's not track this one. Or actually, it doesn't matter, because we are tracking the one we need. But where is it, I wonder? Doesn't highlight anything, does it? Or there's a barrel up here? Is that what it's trying to tell me? Oh. Hiding right behind here. That's interesting. And convenient. Oh, okay. At least I don't need to, like, run on foot for this whole thing. That makes it a lot better. Metal arm with confetti capabilities. Ooh, we go into action. Sassy comebacks. Oh man, this thing is very, very useful, and I could see a big demand. The other weapon is I will read you to fill the shade hunty. So many options. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that refill. We recently got some apple cider, actually. We were out of town. We were visiting some friends, actually. We got some organic apple cider, so. Good stuff. I need a bow and a cane. You know, you're not the first person who's suggested that. Dates back to when I was in high school, actually. And we had to do a video for calculus, which had to be loosely based on math. That's like our final project, because we were done with all the testing, all the AP tests, all that stuff. So we had a scene where the two girls in the group were walking on both of my arms through the hallway, and I shoved one of the other guys in the group into a locker while wearing this leather jacket. It was kind of hilarious, especially at the time. A huge wig. I need a Bob Ross wig. Fan service 100, add a cane. It was 100 and a lip. Like, what sort of lip? Like a physical one or a metaphorical lip? What are we going for? Oh man, add a tuck. Oh dear. Now this is happening. Well, I guess since we're near a quest, we're near this one, might as well talk to him, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really feel like there's a reason to be there, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do it anyway. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I understand now. I thought you meant like sassy comebacks kind of lip. Man, this is... we're gonna go downhill fast, aren't we? Gonna go down that road. A bit too much. Like, too much for like, other people. I want to say normal people. Too much for people who would wear makeup, never mind me. These glasses are actually going to probably hurt my eyes by the time I'm done. Thanks, Jilly. Got them cheeks. Oh, man, this escalated quickly. Well, that's what you get when you wander into this channel. Sometimes you get Lord of the Rings, and sometimes you get my girlfriend's glasses. So, now this is happening. And clearly we need to sell something, because we don't have room for any of this. There's gotta be a vendor around. There we are.
Did you need something?
I need you to buy my crap. Can you do that? If so, we have a deal. Shadow and glitter everywhere. I feel like this starts falling under I never asked for this category. I'll just take this helmet and sell it. No interest in the helmet. Not gonna lie. You look like my grandma.
What do you mean?
M. Yeah, so you missed a little bit, apparently. Tassels. Why always the tassels? Sorry, not sorry. So, yeah. My wonderful girlfriend thought that I could use her glasses, so now this is happening. Hope you're ready for it. Because we've combined Nerd of the Century with grandma glasses, apparently. If you want to call them that. Or maybe just on my face they become grandma glasses. I think they actually look quite nice on Jilly. As an aside. Don't take it away from me. Give me back my tassels. You can't take them away. Does this fall under, like, you'll get your tassels back after you've eaten your broccoli category? Or is that where we're going? These are actually blue light, though. So they do actually serve some sort of purpose. Even though I had no intention of wearing these at any point ever. But, you know. At least it's not all squinting. Come bring the good word of tassels and glitter. Doesn't make others fabulous. Truly a great look. I'm glad you like it. Why, thank you. Yes, I apparently am getting a makeover. That's what I've gathered. Well, now we know what Instagram is going to be all about, apparently. Now that's happening. I've been saying that line a lot recently. Bonus points if you know what movie it's from. Now this is happening. The Dravengers. Yes. We have changed names and are now known as the Dravengers. Where are some of these pies? I need to get some of these pies out of the way. I guess we'll head back to Frogmorton and, or rather to, yeah, Bywater and see if we can find that freaking pie. It's gotta be around there somewhere. Because, man alive, it doesn't seem like it should be that hard. Oh, you guys. Captain Fabulous. There needs to be rainbows behind me. I know this is a picture that's coming already, so I'm not even going to bother not mentioning it. There's going to be like rainbows over me and sparkles everywhere. God, we're halfway to anime blush at this point. Winter Tassels. Codename Winter Tassels. Man, who knew you were gonna get this sort of stuff? I definitely didn't when I started the camera today. Surprise! Hungry Hobbit's over here, so that means the person with a pie might be in this general area. Somewhere around here. Potentially. Maybe. Possibly. Your last name is Cotton. But I don't think you have any pies. The Incredible Weave. You guys are awesome. I need to just keep reiterating that because I've hit the point where I was like, I got nothing else to contribute to this right now. You guys are just great at what you're doing.
Hello
That's
there.
it.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Done. Quite accidentally found this stream. Now I'm installing LOTRO again. Hey, Nanad. Welcome to the stream and welcome to the channel. How are you doing today? Glad that I turned somebody onto it. It's just a fun time to just kind of relax. I'm on the Landreval server, by the way, in case you are wondering. I do plan on starting a kinship for the channel in the future, the near future. So if you want to get in on that, then please let me know. Feel free. We've got a Discord where we're going to be talking about all that stuff. Don't make her angry or else. So huge download. It does take a while. I remember that. Anger levels rise, the sass becomes uncontainable. Weaves go flying. You never know what you're gonna get.
Tell me what you want.
What I want is to drink this thing and get credit for it. Do I get credit for this? I do. I'll buy one of those, sure. Pause 1 year. Now I'm nostalgic looking at you playing. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what happened to me too. I saw it, I was like, you know, I do like this game. What server am I on? I'm on Landreval, by the way. Landreval? 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 Landreval, probably. That's probably the pronunciation. But I'm there. I'm also on Brandywine, but I am looking to do like a channel kinship on Landreval. For Brandywine, I actually play with some others who do streaming as well. One who does streaming on Sundays on the official LOTRO stream channel, believe it or not. Let's see. She can clock a weave a mile away. Welcome to the madhouse. Yeah, pretty much. This is happening now, and that vision is probably what it actually looks like for me. What you guys are seeing on the game at this point. Anything? I need to find the alcohols, because there's actually a quest to drink all these. Oh, Everden. Okay. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Is that T-G-A-I? Yeah. Gilenta? Did I get that right? Welcome to the channel, though. How are you doing? Everden. I always hesitate to start on a new server because I'm starting from scratch. And one of the big things why I was doing deed hunting today, or trying to, is that what I want to really get... TJ, got it. Okay, that's easy. I can definitely do that. What I actually want to get is these crafting stations, because I love crafting systems in general. So what I want to do is get all of these at some point. I already have the oven on Landreval. That's why I don't want to really move anywhere else unless I have to. And I want to get all of them so that I can have them on the house, have all the crafting right there, and also so that way anybody in the kinship could use them as well. So that's really what my plan is as far as the deed hunting, trying to get some more LOTRO points. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. But you're more than welcome to join us. This is my highest level character at 40, so it's not like you'd be far behind or anything like that. I know there's at least 1 or 2 others who are interested in joining as well. And yeah, we'll just have a good time in general. Let's see. What else did I miss? I missed a few other things, I think. Play on Evernight. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's so many servers. But, I mean, I'm on Landreval. I do Brandywine as well sometimes. I don't know if I really want to start a third at this point. But if you guys are looking for a kinship for the channel itself, we're going to be doing that on the Landreval side. Words so much time. So sorry, not sorry in advance. Yeah, pretty much. Man, these glasses. Who knew? Who knew this is what it was going to come down to? And my guy is still very drunk, and he's probably going to be drinking more if I could find anything that counts. We already did that one. Nothing else? I don't think there's anything else that actually qualifies for the quest. Because there's like a whole drinking group, and they give you different like badges for stuff, and I think you can turn them in for certain things, although I haven't really looked into it too much. Oh man, this is this is gonna take some getting used to. Oh boy. Oh man. This walking though. Oh jeez. How long is this gonna last for? Another minute? I think I have alts for LP grind. Yeah, on Landreval. Hey, well, you're welcome to... I'd be happy to do some deeds with you as well. Where am I even going? I don't know where I'm going anymore. I have to get a new one soon. Haven't told you that laptop basically died. Oh, no. No, Meg. Oh. Well, got any eyes on anything? Because I'm looking to do... So... Here's the thing, right? I know laptops sometimes are needed. I have a laptop also, but sometimes... I want to see, I think there's a quest here. Sometimes you need one. I tend to prefer desktops in general because the parts are cheaper. You can build them yourself, and you can kind of save some money just doing the whole process. So, for me, I tend to go desktop if I have that option, if I don't need it to be mobile. And I am actually in the process. We're going to be looking at building one for Jilly. So we're going to be trying to get some parts together, and that may be something that we could kind of work on together and come up with some builds. that might be able to be affordable enough for everybody involved. Let's see, 4 years old, yeah. Sometimes it just kind of is time for it, and there's not much you can do. Hers is on the way out also, which is part of why we're looking at the desktop build also. One to take to work. Yeah, that's what makes it hard to go repair. I mean, repairs are hard because you're gonna be hitting that point where how much is it gonna cost to repair it? Is it gonna be worth it to do that, or you're gonna be better off saving your money and investing it in a new one instead and getting new parts? Compatible with digital art pad and something I can write on. Yeah, so you're not looking for anything super crazy then. And you can always save, if you were looking for desktop stuff, you can always save the higher quality parts where you need for, if you want to do gaming or something like that, you can always save for a desktop build. It'll be cheaper that way. Current one was given to me. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so sometimes it's just time. Where am I again? Am I back in Hobbiton? I need to find the one in Bywater, and I keep wandering into Hobbiton instead. I am bad at this. Man, never getting better. It's amazing how I just keep winding up on that road while I'm looking for things, and I keep ending up back in that town. You'd think that eventually you would find all of the places where people are, and you'd find the thing. Did I find it before and I forgot about it? I totally did. I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. Well, that was a grand waste of time. Let's see. You can see from the meter even, like they scale it. If you have to bring the pie a far distance, they give you more time to get it there. So you can tell that's a short distance one. Let's see. Really amazing people, it's been a pleasure. I have to get on the road and go home. Yeah, I'm saying beyond either things or both. Yeah, absolutely. Discord has been a little bit more of the hangout spot recently, Meg, by the way. So if you want to get into that, I will be happy to talk to you about all that stuff. Let's see. But safe journey home. Hope that goes smoothly for you. Let's see. Frogmorton, Needlehole. I guess we could do Frogmorton, Needlehole. That's far away. Ooh. All right then. Well, let's check out Frogmorton while we're here. Yes, we do need to Skype soon. Absolutely, Meg. I got my laptop a year ago. However, I had to spend quite a lot on it. So I usually game on my laptop. Yep. Need something that will last and can play decent games. That is hard with laptops. But yeah, pretty much the same deal with us as far as Jilly's. And for me, like mine was more like a middle of the road. I was looking for one that was a 2-in-1. Because at the time, I was starting to try my hand at some game dev stuff, some basic game development, and I wanted to just be able to have a touchscreen so I could do some basic spriting or something like that, even though I am not a drawer by any means. But yeah, Strikeone's gotta stick together. Alright, see you later. See you, Meg. What was the baby for? What was that about? Did I miss the reference? Or did I say something and forget about it immediately? As I am one to do. Looking for a table. Probably this one. Ha 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 ha.
Take a moment of your time.
Of course. So that's the secret. Look for the place with tables and you'll find the pies, probably. Well, can't walk across that bridge. Hopefully this is not... Okay, I was worried that that was going to be too deep to just wade through. Alrighty. Off we go. I mean, we can only walk so fast. And this is with a speed buff, by the way. Like, the run speed is set to 120 when you do this, which kind of helps because my normal speed buff out of combat is only 115 with Hunter. I could boost that, but it's not going to change anything because this sets it to 120. It's not even like you get a boost. But off we go. I'm going to try and finish at least all of these pies, if I can. And the last postage delivery. And if we can do all that, I think we're going to be in a pretty good shape as far as at least getting progress done with the Shire. We're well along on that. Well along. Man, anybody coming here now at this point, their first thought is probably, what's up with the glasses? I don't know if it's better or worse to have no disclaimer. Sometimes you wind up with glasses that aren't yours. Better not to ask questions, maybe. What's up with the glasses? There you go. How's it going, Flora? So yeah, Jilly thought that I should wear her glasses, so here we are. Now this is happening. They are blue light blocking glasses. I did mention that earlier. Don't worry. I'm not completely hanging you out to dry there, Jilly. Never again. Oh, there it is. There's the loots that you were talking about. How many seconds has it been since I've sent the loots? It is over 9,000. Thank you for that loots, Flora. I really appreciate that. For those of you guys who aren't familiar with loots, it is a way to get your message up on stream just like that for free. And it also it's a free tip basically. So you're helping to support the channel and also get your message up there. So all you need is an email address and to type your message and maybe do something for CAPTCHA. But you can do it every 15 to 20 minutes. It's completely free. And yeah, it helps to support everything that I like to do for you guys. So I definitely do appreciate seeing that. And occasionally when we're doing charity live streams, then I will take the money that comes in through that and donate it to charity as well. So there's another added reason why you might want to check out loots. Where do I... Frogmorton? I mean, everything. I need to get the posts from Frogmorton anyway. Might as well. And if you are interested in learning more about loots, feel free to let me know. If you're on Twitch, you can type !loots and you can get the link for that. For YouTube, it should be in the description below the video. And yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. It's a fun service. I like the service because I think that it gives you guys the opportunity to support the channel in a different way. And especially one where it's different than the others and that you don't need to open up your wallets to be able to do it. You could be any age, you can not have PayPal, doesn't matter. You can just not have, you could want to support it with finances and not be able to. It doesn't really matter what your situation is because you can always do these free tips. And I think that's pretty cool. Plus, I really like that it actually prioritizes messages like that too and gets them up on the screen for everybody to see. So, lots of reasons why I like loots. And from talking to you guys, I know that that is something that you all agree about as well. That loots is something that you want to see stick around, and I am more than happy to hear that. I'm glad that it's something that you guys like as well. Wandering towards Woodhall this time. Let's try this again. Last time I timed out trying to do this. Didn't quite make it. Wander. Alright. After that, though, we pretty much have the 5 pies, and I think that's going to be about it. We should be pretty good then. I'll check out some crafting stuff real quick, see where we're at with that. But yeah, outside of that, I think we're pretty much golden. So what I may do after the stream is done as far as gameplay is concerned, what I will likely do is I'll hang in chat for you guys for a little bit and just see how everybody's doing. We'll see if anybody else is streaming. Maybe we can go and raid them over on the Twitch side. It's a little harder to do that on YouTube because all I can do is post a link to them. But on Twitch, I can literally just bring the channel over. So we will probably be looking to do that later on. Hope this doesn't break my legs. Yeah. All right. Here's your mail. That's the last one. Bam. All right. So completed that whole thing. And also completed the Life of a Bounder. Perfect. 15 LOTRO points. That's a nice chunk of change. People try to get the apples in my map. They need to be pretty good at movement. There's apples in your map. Your Dust Force map, which I do still want to do. And I will be doing that in the future. But I want to at least have a little more time before I just jump into it. I want to announce it in advance instead of just randomly streaming Dust Force. Avengers in theaters 2018 to the spring blockbuster with your favorite drag queens. Thank you for that, Lutz Yams. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's part of how this whole thing happened too. There, 3 apples. Interesting. And that Lutz was for Shadowplay highlights? I've never actually heard of Shadowplay. Oh, I mean, I've heard of Shadowplay, but I didn't know Shadowplay highlights was a thing. Oh, all your PUBG. Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people like the game. I haven't invested in it. And I haven't really looked to either. Oh, it just seems like it's like the new Overwatch almost, where everybody's playing it, and I'm sure it's fun with friends, but it also seems like the kind of game where you're doing a lot of waiting around to see who's gonna move first and who's gonna be a better shot. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings on the topic. There's a pie, right? Do you have it?
Hello
yeah,
there.
You have it.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Give me that pie. You know how to do wall clips, perfect corner boost and stuff. Yeah, no, that's definitely not me. I can promise you that. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to run it around this way. But we're gonna try. We are certainly gonna try. Oh boy. Alright. We can do this. We can deliver the pies. We are the best pies. Apples are for people who love memes. Does it trigger something, or is the apple itself a reference to a meme? Running. These are actually starting to get kind of far away now at this point. Because, I mean, even if I hover over the quest marker, and we were probably started about 1,000 meters away. Oh, well. Somebody's got to deliver these pies. Alright. There's a leaderboard for apple percentage. I feel like I shouldn't be surprised. Man. Leaderboards for everything nowadays. But I guess it makes sense. If you have hard to get to stuff, you're going to want to have a leaderboard. You did all the apples in a level and get SS at the same time. That is freaking hard. So I actually have a question now. Now that I've got you here. You're working on your own Dust Force map. How does it determine what qualifies as SS? I know for completion you need to get everything for it to be SS, but for time, how does it determine what time would qualify for the certain ranks? Something I was just wondering. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I almost walked right into that one. I'm not paying any attention, apparently. Let's just wander over here for a second. Don't mind me just carrying a pie. I mean, couldn't I at least cover the pie? Maybe then people wouldn't notice. Why do I have to carry it out in the open? I do not have 20 blankets on it either. But I wish I did. We were referencing, we saw this YouTube video of an old Italian, or not old, but a little Italian grandmother would be more accurate. And she was making like probably about like 7 pizzas and loaves of bread for family. So she had like 20 pounds of flour that she was just kneading and trying to prepare with the yeast and everything. And when she was done with all of that, she wanted to let it proof, so she covered it with about like 15 blankets. Just seemed ridiculous. First S is completion, clean everything. Yeah, I knew that completion was to clean all the stuff, but time is really where my confusion came in. Like, how does it know how fast you need to be to get that other S? Next S is finesse. Wasn't there one for time? I thought there was one for time. Or based on time, at least. Completion time. Where do I need to go next? Tuckborough, Stock, Scary, or Needlehole. Needlehole's over here. Stock is here. Scary's up here. Tuckborough is right down here. Might as well do that one. Or right here anyway. There's no reward for time. So you could take 20 minutes to finish a level and still get SS. Doesn't seem right, but I guess it's possible. Really? That seems very strange to me. So how does it calculate finesse then? Now we do the next hunt for a pie. We will find your pie and we will take it. We takes it. I'm glad you have gentle hobbits here. Do you have anyone with pies that need them to be stolen from? I mean, that need me to take them from them for science and things. Not losing combo once. So, alright, so it's kind of timed then to some extent to the extent that you would need to keep the combo going, so you couldn't take 20 minutes once you start. But you could sit there for 19 minutes and then do your run and still get SS. It's just that you need to keep that combo up, which is going to be hard to do if you're going to take that long, unless you front load all of the time that you're not doing anything for. I'm too busy to talk to that guy anyway, I just remembered. Wanted to see what his deal was. He had a ring. Everybody's got a ring these days. Let's see. Need to increase combo every 5 seconds. Alright. May not die, may not get hit by... Whoop. May not get hit by an enemy. Okay, yeah, so I mean... So it's not technically time-based, but it's kind of time-based. To the extent that you need to keep that combo up and running, which can be a problem if you're taking your time through all the jumps and trying to work all that stuff out. Bam. All right, 3 to go. 3 more pies. 3 more pies. Let's see. I'm gonna do needle hole last, I think. Let's work on... Let's get out of town first so I can just kind of auto run and not have to worry about when I'm near. Taking your time will not lose you the combo, but if you're not increasing it, then you do lose the combo, I thought you just said. So you kind of need to be doing something involving the combo that is time-based. Even if it's not strictly based on your time of completion, it still has something to do with the time that you're spending. And you can't just sit around for 15 seconds like, alright, now how am I going to make this jump? Let's just run all the way over here. Actually, you know what? We can do stock first because it's right along this road. Don't even need to worry about it. Well, lose it if you fall down and cannot get up again and stuff. I thought you need to increase it every 5 seconds though. So if you don't hit anything for 15 seconds, you're still fine? Is that what you're saying? Or... Because now I'm getting confused. Running. Dust is really close together. Yeah, but if you clean a whole bunch and you're trying to make a jump and you're trying to figure out how to do it and you just kind of stand there for a second, then, or not a second, but if you stand there for, you know, 10 seconds, like, alright, so maybe I need to kick off this wall and go up, and that's how I'm gonna get up here for this portion. I feel like that's another way that you could... Yeah, exactly. If you don't know your route yet. Like, I'm talking more for people who aren't familiar with the maps also. And you're trying to figure out what you're gonna do. Yeah, usually it'll be that you missed a jump. Or missed some of the dust, I would imagine, and you had to go back for it. Alright, so this is a little bit of a busier town, I think, but I'm sure we could find a table with some pies to steal. Probably near the inn. Seems like a good spot. Nothing from you. But you
Might I speak with you a moment?
have something I need. I need to take your pie. First I need to step on it with my horse. Then I need to pick it up. And act like nothing happened. The end. Oh, man. Actually, as far as the glasses are concerned, it's not so much that the eyes are hurting so much as the arms that are sandwiched by these headphones. That's more my problem. We got a bit of a long way to run on foot for these last three, but that's all right. Dying, getting hit by enemies. Timer. Yeah. Fair enough. And the enemies is a variable that sometimes doesn't even apply depending on the map. Man, these roads don't get any shorter. I really wish you could go by horseback. That would make things a lot easier. Obviously, you can't quick travel, because that would just be unfair. And I take everything straight to town. Ta-da! Difficult to not even have enemies. Yeah, okay, so then you run into your dying versus mist dust / timer issues. Process for taking pie. 1. Promptly step on pie with horse. 2. Pick up now damaged pie. 3. Run away casually with pie. 4. Win. Is 5 profit after that? Is that where we go? What's a hungry hobbit doing over... Oh, there actually is a little neighborhood. Never mind. I was like, why? Yeah, now we can run really awkwardly. Just go with it. It's fine. It's just like sidestepping. He looks really awkward. We're going forward again. I don't want to be stuck in something where I'm auto-running and I quickly need to make a change and end up moving right at him instead. How silly. Yes, of course. The profit part. It's not like these people are really paying me all that much, though. Step 5, profit. Just when you thought you were finished. Let's see, buy water, so what's the next town over? Okay, almost there. For not knowing how to do a jump and therefore lose combo. Sure that happens the first time going through the map. Yeah, I mean, I imagine that would happen probably more than the first time. From my past experience, I'm sure it happened fairly regularly until you actually really have a handle on the map. Okay. All right. So what are you, like 100 out? Yeah, that's about right. And then we got 2 more long distance ones to run. But then we're gonna be done with most of the Shire deeds that I know of, at least. You can be close, but you're not stopping me from delivering that pie. Take that, hungry hobbit. Hungry hobbits is shameful. That's why I recommend not going straight for SS, but doing any percent run through the whole level before even trying for SS. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Because otherwise you're just going to drive yourself nuts anyway. You may think you're good at the game, but probably not good enough to blind SS run things with any sort of regularity. Then, you know, the level. Yeah, I get you. That makes sense. That does sound pretty logical. Alright, so now we're running up to Scary up there, and then we gotta go Needle Hole. And now I'm thinking of the Water Boy. Oh, that was a different Needle reference. Okay. Man, it's amazing how far away these things are. I wish there was a, like with the post at least, it was deliver this to this town, then deliver from that new town to another town nearby. These are all like, run everything back to the center. Everything. On foot, and deal with it. Because you're not going to get any sympathy. A lot of new players spam the reset button trying to get SS. I could see that. Honestly, I would just be happy getting anything completed. I wouldn't even try for SS for a long time. Like, even after I thought I knew the level, I still wouldn't go for SS. I would still be waiting. Alright, Budgeford, that's what, just south? Well, not just south, but it is south of. At least we're moving in the right direction. So much running. Why? Why you gotta have so much running here? Now I'm worried to take this northern bridge here because we run into that same hobbit who's just kind of guarding the bridge. So I may just take it south right from the beginning and come this way. And then come across this road. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do all that though. But we'll give it a shot. If we mess it up, it's gonna be a long time running back and forth. I'm not gonna be happy. Decimal installer, you can actually make it so that all levels, with the exception of difficulties, are unlocked. So then you can try your hand at whatever you feel like. I see. I understand now. You have a table? You probably got a pie on it. Oh no, you're the satchel guy. You got a pie.
Hello there. Might I I speak with you a moment?
There we go. Step on pie. Pick up damaged pie. Walk off casually. Okay, so far so good. Who's over there? Oh, it's actually some... Yeah, you know what? I kind of feel like dropping the pie just so I can talk to this guy. Since I'm already here anyway. It's not like I'm coming back here. Here, who wants a bad pie? Who wants a bad pie? We're gonna get another one from them anyway. Here you go. There you go. You're welcome. Have some bad spoiled berry pie. Because the grown-ups need to talk now.
What do you need?
Alright. Yeah, sure.
Can I take a moment of your
I'll
time?
take it. Why not? I had 2 of these? Huh. Alright, well that's convenient. I can always free up a slot by using them now. Talk to somebody else. That's the only thing we've done with these quests so far. Run to a bunch of people and talk to this one. Talk to that one. Talk to this one. Search a rabbit hole. I don't know what you're talking about because I didn't actually read any of the text. So we'll deal with that later. For now, there's a pie that needs to be... Well, hang on. First things first. Gotta do this the right way. There we go. Oh, actually I was in front of it. I thought I was gonna be on top of it. That's disappointing. Well, I'm not gonna ruin this one just so I can step on it again. If anything, I'll just step on her table when I get there. Make sure that all of the pies are properly stepped on. That seems like a better plan here. Didn't I just say I was gonna go south instead of west first? Oh, let's try cutting through here, I guess. Honestly, we need the road because otherwise we're gonna hit a river. It's not gonna work. If you want to try out maps, I can recommend it. Okay, fair enough. If you want to try out something in particular, you can get at it that way. That does make it a lot easier. You don't have to worry about do this, unlock that, do this, get another key, blah blah blah. All right, we have. I mean, even though it's only 2 pies, it feels like it takes a long time to get these things there. But then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna check out the crafting aspect for a little bit. Show you guys that. See what we're up to there. And outside of that, then I think we're gonna pretty much wrap things up. I'll see if we can find anybody that I know who's still streaming. We can go ahead and hit them up. And yeah, I'll hang with you guys for a bit there, and then I'll probably be time to start considering things like dinner. Oh, look out now. That's actually, now that I'm talking about food, that's one of the things that I noticed my Instagram essentially became. It was like, here's another picture of food that I had. Here's some more food that's delicious. We went out and found this food. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I was kind of hoping to expand that a little bit and do more of the channel relevant things. Hungry too? Yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's that time, I feel like. And we had a big brunch, but what's for dinner? That's a good question. We do have some sausage in the fridge, so that may be part of the meal. But the hard part, honestly, at this point, is figuring out what to put with the meat that we have, because we have a freezer full of various meats from sales and such. So now it's the rest of the equation. We were talking originally about doing sausage with some ravioli, and I mean that may be what's on the menu for tonight, which would still be good. I'd definitely enjoy that. Outside of that, I'm not sure what else we would really do though. I think you would like the level I made, except if you go for apples. Yeah, I'm not gonna try the apples. I'm not even gonna bother with the apples. I have enough apples here from when I went to see my friend and we went apple picking, so I don't need the apples over in your map. I think I'll just let those be for now. You're up for a bad time. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me one bit. Oh, man. Do you have anything on the dinner menu over there, Yams, or still figuring that out too? Stop. Well, we're actually getting close with this one. We had a lot more time than I thought we were gonna have to run it the south way instead of going straight west, coming across the short bridge. I think it's flip coin and a number, I think is how it works, if I remember correctly. I think it's flip coin. I'm not sure though. It's hard because I don't actually actively use them, so I need to just take note of when they work for somebody else. Run. Okay. We're almost there with this one. Have to forage. Yeah, I've done my fair share of foraging over the years. But yeah, I get you that. Oh, North Carolina, awesome. You know, that's actually, I've been there a few times, and I've always enjoyed it. It's been a nice trip. I went when I was in college, mostly, and it was because I was in the band, so we would go for the ACC basketball tournament. We would head down to usually like a Winston-Salem. I know one year was in Atlanta, Georgia, but the women's one was also down there, so sometimes I'd be on that trip. So I probably went to North Carolina in college maybe like 3 times, I would say. But yeah, I love North Carolina. If I had the ability to, that's one of the states that I would consider moving to live in. But moving is not really too much on the agenda at the moment. There's some circumstances surrounding that kind of make it a little bit impossible to do. But yeah, no, it's been a nice time there. It's a slower pace, and there's a lot of green. It's nice weather. I loved it. Would love to go back there at some point. Gotta figure out what to do there now though, because I mean before it was always like my agenda was already drawn up for me. I knew what I was gonna do, and we had some downtime, but it was downtime with a bunch of the other bandies, and we were just like, all right, well, we'll figure something out for the night. We'll take care of that. Also, in case you wanted to see the troll who has turned to stone. But yeah, so that's why usually then we would already have something where we could figure out the plans or whatever we were gonna do. And now it's more that we would have to figure out what we're doing. So gotta figure out what to go down there for and when. That's the other problem. So we've got a few trips coming up. Honestly, we've got we're gonna go to see Markiplier's show in a couple of weeks. We're going to be in Philly for PAX Unplugged. I'm gonna be going to that convention, so that's something that I'm looking forward to. Tickets are still available for that also if you're interested. I think it's $60 for a 3-day. So the 1 days are probably in that 20-25 range, I gotta imagine. But I think they had everything still. Like 3 days were low and 1 days were available. But it's gonna be about board games, and that's pretty much what the basis for the convention is. It's their first year doing it, I believe. So should be a fun time. I always enjoy PAX East, so I heard about PAX Unplugged. I was like, yeah, I want to check that out. I want to get more into board games anyway, so. Let's just wander down this bridge. I hope the pie's over here, because otherwise I am wandering all this way for no good reason. Wander. Okay. Almost there. And I mean, I could have just jumped the short way and broken my legs, but it probably would have been about the same amount of time. Anybody here? There's nobody here. It's all townsperson. Man, why does everybody have the same name here? Badoomch. Part of me wants to finish this so I can take these off too. I'm dedicated to finishing what I started. Okay. Anybody in here? I mean, he's got to be in here somewhere. There is a bad pie somewhere in this town that needs to be stepped on. That's how you mark it. That's how you know that it's a bad pie. You step on it.
How do you do?
I'm just going to talk to anybody with a name. Anybody with a name that isn't townsperson.
Of what help may I be to you?
None, apparently. But thanks anyway. How about you? You don't look like you have a table, so it's probably not you. You, however, have the post. You have a table, it's probably you.
Stay and have some tea.
I can't. I need to step on a pie first, properly, and then after that, I need to pick it up. There we go. I'm also going to stay on your table too. Don't mind me. It's just part of the protocol. You wouldn't understand. That's why. Just let it happen. It's fine. And now for the final delivery. That's actually going to be real nice to finish these up for good. And then it's really just talking to those two. The main postmaster over in, I think he's in Delving, and then the pie maker is gonna be right there. So we'll just talk to her. We'll go and head back for the postmaster, and then we'll check out a little crafting stuff, and then we're gonna wrap things up over here. Oh, the apple percentage could be really fun like this. I'm not sure what you mean by fun, Flora. I'm a little concerned for whoever tries. So proud of me for following protocol. Well, thank you. You know, I mean, there need to be some rules set in place for this sort of thing, and thankfully we are sticking to them. We are making sure that everything goes according to the book. You can see it in Rule 15 of Section D, Article 7, which you can find the reference to in another book, probably. Some other nonsensical, bureaucratic reference somewhere in here. Maybe we'll have a committee before you can actually get access to read the book. Alright, I think we're hitting that point where I might as well just start making a beeline for it, because we're all just going to be in wilderness here anyway. Nothing's going to bother me. All I need to do is just run with it and just go. Just run and go. And we are 350 meters out. We're getting there. We're getting there. Except massive book. Yep, all checks out. Did you get permission to check out the book, or do we need to have a committee to review the request to check out the book prior to checking out the book? We could have a committee to review the committee's findings about the checking out of the book. I'm scared about what you're laughing about, Flora. I'm scared for whoever plays your maps. I'm running through a town. I'm not really a big fan of that, but as long as I stay away from everybody, should be pretty good. Take that. Take the pie. Yeah. All right. So we get 5 LOTRO points for finishing that. We get a virtue as an upgrade. Get some reputation, some marks. Right. Cool. The LOTRO points are really what we were after right now. And we'll get some more. Sounds like how pros run. You have all these useless steps. Yeah, pretty much. That's why it works. Track this one. This is the one I actually care about. Not nearby quests. Focus? Where's the focus thing? Do I need to, like... Should be a right click. Set as quest guide focus? No. Can I set this one as the quest guide focus? I guess not. Alright, well, you know what? I think he's over here anyway, so I'm just gonna quick travel there. Yeah, pretty much though. There's always all these steps. When we're always joking about that too. It's like we need a committee to review the committee about the committee to find if there should be a committee. I think this was from some of the other stuff. Assessing food. Looks delicious. Looks delicious. Okay. Is that what they want me to do? What am I checking his pie for? Assessing pie. Looks tasty, but what? Oh, it belongs to you go. But I could take it. It looks delicious. Crates of vegetables. There are 2 crates of vegetables. Do I only get to use 1? Yeah. Looks delicious. Alright, so where's the last one? They should all be in this general vicinity, right? Or maybe not. Oh, return. I'm done with it. Okay, cool. Well, we'll do that in a minute. Gone through the entire process, which takes about 6 months. Gotten the authorization to access the book only during the length of the stream. Then I must debrief and give a report. I believe that. I'm glad that you followed the protocol, though. That's important, as we discussed earlier when we first started discussing the concept of having a committee for the committees.
It's been a foul day, it has.
Hasn't been a foul day. You're just saying wonderful. I did a lot of work for you. Although not over one day,
Might
but you know.
I speak with you a moment?
Oh, he's gonna give me a cloak and a title of the quick post. Yeah, what?
It's been a foul day, it has.
Let me go ahead and just take that. Thank you. I'm gonna sell that cloak almost immediately. No need for us to use that anymore. And then we also had, since we're in the area and we finished reviewing all those things, we might as well just talk to this guy. Is he right over here? Yeah, I checked out the stuff. Congratulations.
Did any of the food capture your fancy?
Lonely Home Buddy. Oof, that's a title. Alright, travel library. Yeah, I'll deal with that later. That's fine, though. We made some progress. Some good progress. Some good progress at that. But as far as crafting goes, I'm pretty much just going to open up the menus and see where we're at on that stuff. This character's up. He's up on the master tier for Scholar. Scholar takes a while to level, by the way. If you're not familiar with LOTRO crafting, Scholar is a little bit hard and costs a bit because most humanoids drop the stuff, but the nodes themselves are not very frequent, so you kind of need to go hunting and need to be able to handle the enemies there. And you can get them from other people, sure, but it's hard to get the sheer number of resources you need, and it gets expensive after a while. But on the plus side, you can make things for lots of different classes, so it's very helpful. You know, I can't really fault them for that. But that's Scholar's issue. Farmer is very easy to level. As you can see, I got all these tiers here so far. And the seeds and the supplies to plant the crops don't cost much. You get progress very quickly, and you use these foods with, or there's a few different things. There's either, let's go back all the way to here. You got some decorations that you can use with the flowers that you plant. You can pot them and use them in your houses for decorations, so that's helpful for those who are interested in that aspect. And you got grains, you got veggies, and those are typically used for different cook recipes, so you can get foods that give boosts to stats or boosts to healing or maybe help to increase your legendary item experience gains, or all sorts of different things. And then you've got pipeweed, which used to be important, but now it's really pretty much just cosmetic at this point. It used to be that I think the Lore Master was it, or Runekeeper, one of those classes, used to have to use it for using certain skills of theirs. So then it actually had a functional use in the game. Now it's really just cosmetic, but you can get some cool looking designs there. So that's a little fun one you could do. And the same thing really goes for hops, where you can just have different alcohols for whatever you're doing. And that kind of goes into that more, you know, fun stuff or lore stuff or just hanging out kind of aspect. But for actual functional in-game aspects, you've got the decorations, and you have the foods that give you all sorts of different buffs. So there's definitely something to be said about having farming and cook accessible. That's usually the first combination I try to pick up. And since Scholar's only accessible on one of the three vocation, or one of the vocations, is 6 of them, I think. But each vocation has 3 different crafts, and you can only pick the vocations. You can't pick 3 specific crafts that you want. So since Scholar is only available here, I always grab that, and then I use that as my farmer. And I have the cook on a different character who does the jeweler stuff, because the jeweler is another one of those that you're only accessible with that one specific profession, or one vocation. So I end up doing it that way, and then I kind of fill in the gaps with other crafts that I pick just to try and fill up what I'm missing. And that's how you cover, how I cover at least all the different ones. So we've got pretty decent levels as far as farming is concerned. Weaponsmith I haven't worked on too much. I've been focusing more on farmer and cook, and doing a little bit of scholar stuff. You can see I'm also part of the Scholars Guild, and the guilds give you different items. I'll go ahead and actually quick travel back to Rivendell, and you'll see what I'm talking about there. Or let's use the actual elf skill, because might as well save the milestone. It doesn't really matter. But what you can do with the guild stuff is they can give you different recipes for things, whether it's bulk crafting certain items so you can do it quicker, or maybe save a little money, resources, whatever. And the other option is that you can get different things for legendaries. At least that's what I saw for cook in particular. We're gonna go ahead and check out the scholar list of options for down the line too. Tinker and Historian is a good starting combination, which is usually the way I go. Definitely agree there. Since on one you have farmer, on the other cook. Yep. And that's a big one to focus early, I feel like, because foods, everybody needs to have those foods, and it's not like you can just make it once like you could with a weapon, and then sure, you need an upgraded weapon eventually, but otherwise you have it. With foods, you're constantly consuming it, so you have all your consumables there, and that's definitely helpful to have a nice source of, and it's not tremendously expensive, although some of the cooking ingredients can get a little pricey. Which is why I also recommend, if you have the option, to go ahead and save up and get at least a regular standard house in some district and buy your ingredients there. If you need any crafting ingredients, you buy them in a housing district you have, and you get a discount. I'm gonna look now. I believe it is 20% though. I think it's 20% off. Did I hit the wrong key? I probably did. Skills? Yeah, skills. Should be skills. Passive. Where is it? Track crops, no. And Shire Home, yeah, 20% discount on neighborhood vendors. So if you're gonna buy crafting ingredients, that's a good place to go for it, because you can get a lot more bang for your buck. You have a quick travel there that cools down every hour anyway, so it really doesn't cost you that much to do it, especially if you're running with a hunter. I don't know what that lag spike was about, but especially if you're running with a hunter, because you can always just quick travel back to where you were, and it helps out quite a bit. Let's see, so the rest of it is, while you have one, the prospector and the other weaponsmith. Yeah, that's another good combination. I haven't focused as much on that because my cook tinker combo is very low level, and I think may have just hit like 20 or so. But I try to kind of sneak into certain areas and get some metals for weaponsmithing and for metalsmithing and stuff like that. Fortunately, I don't need to worry about metalsmithing as much, because the big thing for me with that would be to get upgraded crafting tools, since that's one of the things that metalsmiths do. They make crafting tools, and it's a whole combined set, so it's based on each vocation. You're not carrying around 3 separate tools like you do with the starter ones. You have one item, you keep it equipped, and it covers all of your professions. You don't have to switch out tools or whatever. So that's helpful. But the reason why I don't really need to worry about that for a while is because I was lucky enough when doing the Hobbit presents to get one of the LOTRO store items, which is this. It's a universal toolkit. And we'll just go ahead and leave that up for a sec. And it, at the time, it probably was top level stuff. Now you can get tools that are a little bit better, but you gotta get pretty high up there. I think this is as good as like superior supreme level of tools or something like that. So that definitely helps out a lot with your crafting aspects as well. And it covers everything. It's bound to account, so you can just mail it or put it in storage, give it to another character, and you can just kind of move it around that way. It's cheap enough to ship maybe half a silver to send to another character. It's not really expensive, and the repairs aren't that terrible either from my experience. So that's something that if you want to pick up, I did get in the Hobbit present, but you can go ahead and get at the LOTRO store as well. I'll pull up the price on it. I don't think it's not too high. It's something that you can definitely get if you wanted to pick it up. Universal Toolkit, 150. So, I mean, even as a free-to-play, you could definitely get 150 LOTRO points by doing some deeds and things like that. You can saw even today, you know, we picked up, what, maybe 20 or so? Or we've gotten actually a good amount. We got probably, I think we had 42, so we got 25 for today. So we're doing pretty well on that, and definitely in a good position. But you could see already that you could definitely do deeds and get enough to buy one of those if you want. Let's see what else. LOTRO is one of the few games where food is super important. Yes, food definitely helps out a lot. Didn't know about the 20% discount. Yeah, 20% discount really does add up, and it's quick to travel to, so you don't have to worry about that. You have a quick travel, so it's very convenient. And if you're a hunter, you can get back to where you were, which is nice. I'm gonna read that loot now though, because I got it on the side here. This is Dave from the committee. I must applaud you for your strict cooperation with our standards. Take these loots as recognition. Thank you, Yams. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. And for those of you who are new here, if you're not familiar with loots, it is a way to get your message up on the stream just like that for free, and it does go to help support the channel as well. So I definitely appreciate it, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. From what I've heard, it's been a hit. I know that people have enjoyed having their messages pop up, so I'm definitely happy that we have that here. And as an added incentive, when we're doing charity live streams, I'll usually announce that in particular. I still have the Red Cross thing down below, even though that event is ended but still active. And what we do normally is we'll take the loots that come in during those and put that money towards the charity as well. I'll go ahead and donate that when it comes in. So there's another added reason in case you needed one to do loots. It's free. All you need is an email address, and you can do it every 15 to 20 minutes to send those messages out. So definitely would appreciate that if that's something you guys are also interested in. And yeah, that pretty much summarizes. That's loots in a nutshell. We got a whole bunch of junk in here that I'm gonna need to sort out at some point. I could pretty much just keep opening Hobbit presents and dumping stuff in here because I don't have time to play half the time. Whew. Alright. So we had, well, first we might as well use these. Get these out of the way. Open up a slot. And do I have any forester stuff? I've probably moved it already. Probably moved a lot of my stuff around. So we're gonna see if we can't increase the space anymore. We're gonna check the house also and see what our storage is like over there. But I'm just kind of getting a grip on what we actually have here. We've got some flowers for decorations. We've got the pipe weed for fun, just to hang out or whatever. This is all, by the way, the pipeweed that I put in there. The reason why you see so much of the same 2 types is because that's all the exclusive summer pipeweed that they have. You can only buy it during the summer festival, so I went ahead and stocked up on a bit, and unfortunately made all the pouches instead of just leaving it ready to be prepared. So now I'm eating up all this vault space with that stuff, but that's all right. We'll work with it. And weaponsmith, I've got a few things in here. I'll probably have to get rid of some of these single-use recipes at some point because I already know all of these. It was really just for the purposes of if I was to make it, I could at least relearn the recipe, and I thought that would be good. But what I may do is just try and sell it instead. I do have a few keys here, but I was kind of waiting to see the highest level loot box I could open with it, and I figure I'll just hold out until then and try to save those keys for that point. And then we got a few random maps, a bunch of these armors from opening Hobbit presents, and what else do we have in here, really? Not too much else. A little bit of a couple of gear things that I should probably move out to another character, like this stuff right in here. I don't really need that. And I think that pretty much covers it. This is all Hobbit present stuff again. So that's where we're at as far as this is all concerned. We're gonna go ahead and make a master scroll here, by the way. You want apple or the apple or 3? Thank you for the loots, Flora. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. An apple or free? Maybe we should change it to that. Eh? Man, these are going to, when I take these things off later, that is going to feel like quite a relief coming off of the ears over here. I must admit, I am a little surprised that it went so well. So much random. Wow. I feel like we're a doge now. A doge with glasses. That's what we've come down to. That's what we've been reduced to. LOTRO points. Yes, we know. We got a bunch of LOTRO points. And we have a cape that we, or cloak rather, that we don't care about. So let's fix that. You can have this. I'm gonna mail at least the cook-ish stuff to my cook just to get it out. And that's another option. If you have multiple characters and you're dealing with no shared storage, or you're trying to find a way to or you're trying to find a way to store items and you don't have the room between the two of them and you can't make another alt or something like that, you can mail it and it'll hold it in the mail for a while. I forget exactly how long, but I think it's a good like month or so. So you can go ahead and do that and it'll just keep everything in the mailbox waiting to be opened. And worst case scenario, if it comes back and then you have the same amount of time again to grab it out of your original sender's mailbox. But for the meantime, it ends up putting it in a place, kind of puts it into the ether. You can just kind of leave it there in your bag of holding, if you will, and you don't have to worry about it for a small amount of money. Like, that's what I'm doing. I got an auction expired. I picked up a few things here because I thought they were going to expire soon, but outside of that, I mean, you're in a pretty good spot if you do that. Does help out. So I don't really have much on me right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this. The honey, these 3 chicken wing recipes, I picked those up during one of the festivals because I saw the craft experience modifier. It's a shame that's a single-use recipe, but I'll go ahead and send those over to my cook anyway. And it lasts for 20 minutes, so that's not so bad. I don't know exactly what the recipe involves, but it's apprentice cook, so I assume it's not terrible to make. But, who knows? Who knows nowadays? If I check this, it probably removes the items, right? Yeah. Can I send items in kinship mail? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's okay. That's what I thought. It's like, wait a minute. Why is the attachments icon still there? And I'm also going to send these potions back again. I think I picked them up because they got returned. But they are a bit below my character's level at this point, my hunter, so I'll go ahead and put those in the mail. Anything else need to go? Those hides wouldn't be for him. Anything else really important? Probably not. Map to the treasure field. I don't even think I ever tried that stuff. Woodworker's journals. Well, I know who needs that, but it's not him. So I think we're pretty much set on that. We do have some low-level things here. We've got some random ale that I guess we could drink, because why not? But we do have some low-level foods. I could definitely afford to upgrade the foods at some point. These are level 50s. These are 66s that I got sitting here waiting. And outside of that, we kind of just have a huge gap in there. So what I'll probably need to do is send some of these lower level foods to some of my other characters. Have them use them instead. It would be much better than just eating some muffins and getting a slight boost, if anything. So we're going to send that on its way. Which is probably around the time when I'm going to notice that I forgot to send something else. Because that's how that works, right? Okay. I think we're pretty good there. What are all these scrolls, though? Historian's Guide, Gaffer's Note, Aragorn's Letter. I got a bunch of, like, quest letters, it seems like, and then lore stuff. Scholar lore, scrolls. That's another great thing about Scholar, is that you can get these scrolls, or you can make them, and they give a crit chance to any specific profession, so you can pick one and make it for that specific one. But it's nice because you can actually just have a nice 1 minute temporary boost to crit chances, and when you get higher level scrolls, it actually gets pretty nice as far as what it does. These like these the elder ones, yeah, elder ones. That's a minimum level of 30, so you do have to be a high enough level to use them as well. But you're looking at plus 7.5%, and what I've got right now, just from the universal toolkit. We're currently looking at, I'll just pick anything, at a 25% base chance. So you add 7.5% to that, you're already up to 32.5. So just about 1 out of every 3 you're gonna be critting on for the course of that minute, which is nice. Definitely helps out. Hey, Synerx, what's going on? How you doing today? All right, so that pretty much summarizes what we've got going on for these crafts. I was planning on wrapping things up, but that I will pose to you guys. If you want, I could do one more skirmish maybe, even though because we're just doing some deeds. I could do one more skirmish if you like, and if not, then we'll probably wrap things up and we'll see if anybody's online. I'll try to host them. We can go ahead and raid over there. See if my friend Martini is on, maybe. I know she's usually doing the official LOTRO stream nowadays, right about this time. Nice classes. When he puts on other things. Oh, man. Who knew it was gonna come to this? But thanks, Synerx. Really appreciate it. Oh, man. Fun times. Things you don't know you'll see here. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we're looking at. So I'll give a few minutes in case you guys are looking for me to do a skirmish. And if not, then I will wrap things up and see who we can go ahead and raid in a couple minutes. But I will be hanging in chat also, so I'll be chatting with you all as well. I like the fan art posted in Discord a few streams ago. I did. I just need to refresh my memory on what it was. So just pardon me for a second while I scroll. Give me the scrolls. Let's auto run while we're doing this. I'm sure I'll run off of a bridge somewhere. That's usually how that works. It was on Discord, right? I'm running into some walls. I can tell already. Don't even really need to look that closely. I know what that jitter means. Let's see. Where? Oh, where? Yep, definitely stuck on a rock. Where is the thing? Oh, there it is. Yes. I see it now. Yes. Yes, the cows. All the cows. So many cows. I had to see, what is that on the shirt? Is that a deer on the shirt? Oh, man. That's right. I forgot about that. Not that I forgot. Like, I knew that it was there, and I remember liking it at the time. But I was like, where? Scroll, 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 scroll. It's got to be here somewhere. And I know it's saved somewhere on my desktop, but it wouldn't have your name attached to it, so I kind of needed to do it this way to find the right message. A deer dancing. That's perfect. Moo. Quack. Alright, well, I think we're pretty much gonna bring this to a close in a minute, so I will see who else is up and running. I'll see who we can raid. If you're over on the Twitch side of things, you'll be able to follow along. On the YouTube side, it's a little harder. I can't really link, or I can't really host their stream, so I would have to do it through Twitch. But I can post the link to my Twitch if you guys don't already have it. You can follow along right there. Best photographer ever, 2017. And if there are any last minute loots that you guys are hoping to send in, now is definitely the time to do that. Let's go ahead and get my channel. Get the channel link. That wasn't the channel link. That was my desktop still. Or my dashboard, rather. There we go. And now I'm hearing an echo. Perfect. That's what I wanted. All right. Don't mind me. I'm just bad at this. All right. So let's see. Who do we got live right now? Who's doing the live thing? Who's doing that thing? Doesn't look like Teeny is up right now. We've got a few others though. Let's see. You know, I haven't really checked out too much of Mech Warrior Online. So we got two options. There's Mech Warrior Online and Rainbow Six Siege. So I'm thinking that Siege might be the winner here, is my suspicion. I feel like I'm hearing a buzz. I can't tell if it's in-game or if it's my headphones, something like that. I don't know if that is going to fix anything. Doesn't feel like it is, but that's weird. Anyways, 333, yeah. Oh, there goes the sound. All right. Was it really here? It kind of was, actually. It was in-game. That's kind of weird. All right, then. Fair enough. But, yeah. Thank you, Flora. Thanks for coming by. I'm going to go ahead and host a one of the people I used to play Overwatch with, actually, by the name of Diddles. That was, or Diddle is her Twitch name. It's Diddle K. And we're gonna go ahead and head over there to see some Rainbow Six Siege. It's not exactly LOTRO, but that's where we're gonna be heading for now. So thank you guys so much for coming by. If you enjoyed this and it's your first time here, please consider following or subscribing if you're over on YouTube. And if you know anybody else who would be interested, please consider sharing with them, because we'd love to see the community grow. Check out some more of the charity events, some more just casual hangouts. We like to have a good time here, and I think that as a community, we do a pretty good job of that. So thank you so much for all that. If you want to get more updates on my schedule, Twitter and Discord are going to be your best friends. And outside of that, I'll be in chat for a bit, so I'll talk to you all there. Have a great one, everybody. Thanks for coming.